podcasting. Hell yeah, brother. Just stream music. How's it going? My name is Addison, but my friends call me Buddy, and welcome to the Saturday morning stream. Basically, it's just me and my siblings. Usually me and my brother and my sister, but we hope that my youngest brother will join in more often than not. This music is super quiet. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. And now, so I don't know what we're playing today. We have a list of games here on my screen, as you can see. Now I'm sure that there's one or two of you watching right now, as you do. It would be great if you just told me which game you would like to see down in the chat, and then we'll play that. Now, if you don't do that, we're just going to choose a game. So, not putting it all on you, just most of it. Just the majority of it. I don't know, I'll give you time. I'll give you all the time you need. Up to and not more than 8 minutes from now. No chats yet? Well, checking on my Factorio. It's not Factorio, but it is awesome. Alright, back to it. Woo, anything? Anyone? Hello? Are you there? Dost you even care? Alright, I'm not going to wait much longer. I know I said 8 minutes. I meant 2, because I have a short attention span. And if I don't do something soon, all I'm going to do is sit here and eat queso. So, I'm giving you 3 minutes. When that number says 7, done! Queso medium dip is good. There's no queso meant cheese. I didn't. I thought it was a mixture of shit. Queso sounds like a mixture of shit. But they sold me cheese dip and named it queso, and I fucking bought it, man. They sold me. It ain't half bad, you know what I'm saying? Tain't half bad. Hit. Okay. So it turns out you actually have the full 8 minutes that I talked about. Because Abigail just got home. And it's going to take her a minute to get to her computer. So we're going to chill for a hot sec. We're going to hot dog. We're going to doggone chill for a hot doggone sec. And you said, tell me, man, what you want. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. If you don't answer me, then I'll just be who I want to be. Bam, bam. And never gonna tell me. I'm actually, no, I'm done. Done. Excuse me. Excuse me. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. If you don't tell me, then I'm gonna be who I wanna be. You got 2 minutos. 2 minutos. Tell me what you want me to play. It doesn't even have to be on the screen. You tell me what you want me to play, and I will discuss. I will convince. I'll convince my people to play it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, man. All right, man. Keep my motherfucking name out your motherfucking mouth. All right, we're coming up on it. You know. I'm serious. I'm serious. You better do it, man. 1 minute, man. You better do it. There's no delay on this one. It's throwing me off because I was watching the one with the delay. All right. All right. We're going for the invite. You're running out of time. I did unclick his name, didn't I? I hope I'm not calling him.
Addison and Andrew. Hi. Daddy's here.
Andrew's not here.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Addison. How are you doing, honey?
Hey, how have you been? We almost never run
Good.
into each other in the morning.
What did you say?
We almost never run into each other in the morning.
I know.
Hello.
Hello.
Who's this? Who? Who's this?
Is Andrew.
Oh, there's no Andrew here. Sorry, you got the wrong number.
Yeah.
I'm making coffee real quick. Sorry, guys.
That was one of our favorite Cheech and Chong. Cheech and Chong used to do verbal comedy, like how do I say it? They didn't have. I don't think they had a TV show, but you could get a tape or a record of Cheech and Chong, and they were comedians, right? And you know who's Cheech? Well, you know who both of them are, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I don't know about Abigail and Andrew.
Okay.
No, that's okay. Enough references. He's a.
You would definitely recognize Cheech. He was in Spy Kids.
Right.
Okay.
As the uncle.
Yeah. He was
Anyway,
I don't remember Spy Kids, so it's fine. Just continue, please.
Okay.
You guys
I'm
are going
sorry.
to keep going down this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, yep, nope.
Which one of you kids smoked dope again?
Yeah, man. Who are you talking about?
That's the one who liked Cheech and Chong. That's the one.
Anyway, but there's one. They're dope smoking people. A couple. Anyways, and so the skit is, this guy's got some grass, but the cops are following him, and he's trying to get into the house, and he's going, "Hey, Dave." No, he says, "This is Dave. Open up. I think I got the stuff. The cops are following me." And he goes on, and their humor was super slow. So it would go for 5 minutes. "Open up. This is Dave. I got the stuff." And he goes, "Who is it?" "It's Dave. I got the stuff. Come on." And then after a while, Chong goes, "Dave's not here." Oh, man. That's good stuff. So, how are you doing, Andrew?
Oh, good. Really busy, but really good.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. It's been we've been advertising the crap out of the summer school, and apparently, my phone number is somewhere out there because people are calling me now and trying to figure out what the summer school is about. So it's great. It's awesome that there's a lot of people interested. It's just really busy then. So yeah. I don't get done actually working until about 8:00 at night.
Oh.
So, yeah. So
wow.
It's long days, but it's fun. I mean, because it's something that you're trying to build up and everything. So
right.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, and this ad thing, I know you don't know anything about it, Padre, but apparently all you have to do to put an ad out on Facebook and Instagram is you just you click, make this an ad, and then they say, how much do you want to spend per day, and you can make it $1 a day, and you can make it $1,000 a day. And then they can automate it for you, but I don't want that. So then it says, I only want this ad to go to people in Sofia. I only want it to go between, people between 18 and 60. And, then it tells me, all right, well, if you spend $3 a day, you're going to hit about 3,000 people a day kind of thing. And so anyway, it's just great because you've got hundreds and hundreds of people coming to the website every day now. And,
wow.
It's kind of like, oh man, I'm not globally famous, but if I pull out one of my cards, I'm pretty sure in a week or two, people are going to be like, oh, you're the guy who I keep seeing on my phone. So
yeah, but
that's awesome.
Pay close attention to the growth when you do ads, because at a certain point, Facebook does start, quote, shadow banning even people that pay for ads.
I don't know what shadow banning is.
That means that they
You also don't know who Cheech and Chong are.
Yeah,
That
it's
means
true.
that means that they don't push your content the way they say they're going to.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, I'll keep an eye on it, but
Yeah.
they do give you pretty detailed insights as to, how many people are clicking onto the, your group, your, your Facebook website or your Instagram website thing.
For sure.
Everything like that. So
I just know that
So, I mean-
a guy that I follow, he paid thousands of dollars for ads for years, and they screwed him over pretty bad. Like he's fine because
Gotcha.
he's successful, but yeah, they screwed him out of a lot of money.
sure. Anyway,
That's cool though.
yeah, it is. It's really cool. Well, excited about that. And also, I had like 3 or 4 people that were messaging me in Bulgarian, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's no good, because they need to know. In my mind, I'm like, they need to know, whatever. They need to know that I only speak English.
Yeah.
And immediately, Gabby, who's so I'm working with 2 teenagers as my social media team, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I told you guys, or maybe not, I don't remember, but
You did.
last Saturday, yeah, I did tell you?
No, you didn't tell us details, but you said that you had hired like 6 or 7 people.
Yeah, okay, so these 2 are, people kids, my former students who are still going to school, right?
Yeah.
And so last weekend, I sent out an email to them because I never have time to. I'm doing all this other stuff. I sent out an email on the weekend. I'm like, hey, we need to start advertising because at the end of the week, then if we don't get enough people, I'm not going to sign a contract for renting the place. So if you're busy on the weekends, then I get it. But if you're not and you want to do this, then that'd be great. And then like 20 minutes go by and no one's responding. I'm like, gosh, I can't rely on these 2. They're teenagers. I mean, come on. They're just, I can't do this. I need to find some real professionals, that kind of thing. And anyway, so I'm freaking out. And then Monday comes and Mia's like, so I put something together, and she shows me it, and it's just whatever you guys see online. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Like, I love it so much. And Gabby's like, yeah, I already sent it onto Instagram and everything. And so then the next day, all like 3 of these people are emailing in Bulgarian, and Gabby's already on it because she's like the co-owner of the Instagram profile or whatever. She sends a response in Bulgarian, and I'm like, oh, like I'm trying to get it onto the translator. I'm like, oh, she's gonna write something in like teenage, like, yo, listen, here's what's up, like I'm.
Don't front, bitch. He knows his shit.
Yeah. So I'm like freaking out. I'm like, Google Translate. I'm sending her an email at the same time. I'm like, look, here's what like, and before I can even send the email, the translation is like, thank you for your interest in Change the World of Schools. At the moment, you can register at, and I'm like, holy crap. Like,
my
whatever
gosh.
I'm paying these 2 is under the
not
amount
enough.
that they're providing. It is not
Wow.
enough. And
You
at
have
some
reached
point,
the
I can't-
voicemail of Change the World Schools. Thank you for calling and your interest. We can leave you a message
Oh my
later.
gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Seriously. And at this point, I'm like, so you guys are a little overqualified and my business can't afford you anymore. So
I can't afford you.
Wait, you fired him?
I had to let him go.
You're
But
overqualified.
Fortunately,
Change the World Schools
Fortunately.
can't afford this professionalism.
fortunately, there's a couple boys in their class, and those dudes are lazy as hell.
All right, when you answer the phone, I want you to say, "Sup, bitch." Okay?
Stop, bitch.
That's all I can afford.
That's all I can afford. Oh man. Anyway, yeah, it's been amazing. So I'm
They,
good.
who's
Oh yeah,
That's
okay.
awesome.
Because Mama was texting me this spider story. Daddy, you're there too, right? You hear it?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. She texted me at like 6 in the morning. She's like, "Call and tell the spider story." I'm like, this story needs energy. I'm thinking I can't do that at 6 in the morning. All right. So, Addison, Daddy. I think, Abigail, did you hear this story?
I've heard it.
I don't know if I have.
Oh, yeah. Addison
Yeah,
did
Mama
hear it.
told me.
Okay, Abigail, Padre. All right, fantastic. Here's the story. So, right down at the, right below where I live, a new bakery has opened up just a couple months ago. It's a little Ukrainian family. They set up a shop. It's like a couple different drinks of coffee and a few different kinds of cake. It's nothing fancy or huge. It's just, nice little place. And I like going down there and ordering a coffee and maybe a little tartlet or something, and then just eating and reading a book, right?
Yeah.
So a couple weekends ago, Stoyanka and Cool Ellie are coming over, and I told them, I'm down at the bakery, so just don't ring the bell, just come around and you'll see me. And so they're like, okay. And as soon as they turn the corner, Stoyanka, she starts spilling shit about the way that I am eating and drinking, because it's outside. There's a little outside place to enjoy the sun too. And so she's like, what do you think, you're in France? And she's just going on about, that kind of stuff. Like, she's just making fun of me, right? I'm like, yeah, whatever. Okay, come on, sit down. So they come and sit down, and we're talking. And there's only 2 tables outside of this bakery, and the other table is the Ukrainian family, because it's slow day, it's Saturday, and not much is going on. So we're sitting there for a while and talking, and then Ellie says, Andrew, I don't want to bother you, but there's a spider. And before she can finish saying spider, I feel something hit my neck, and I'm like, oh fuck no. And I'm up, and I'm like, oh. And I'm freaking out. And Stoyanka, she's pointing, and she's like, it's in your hair. And I'm like, shit, no. And she's laughing because there's nothing in my hair, okay? She's just messing with me. And this Ukrainian family is dying, and I'm just like, get it off me. And Ellie's like, it never hit you. Like, it was coming down, but it never actually landed on you. So anyway, so after that, I think I lost my, fancy French, I'm acting like I'm in France place to sit,
Just your friends keeping
what?
you humble, bro.
I was just gonna say that. I was like, if you don't have children to humble you, you have friends to humble you.
Oh,
my gosh.
man.
So good.
Yup. And I told Mama, I was saying, like, I just needed to stay away from her a couple months before, they forget. And Mama's like, see, they're never going to forget that one.
They're
So.
never going to forget that. And that's okay. Maybe you created a connection that they can build off of.
Oh, I don't think so. It's going to be more like the war ends. They go back home and they're like, look, there's this crazy story in Bulgaria about this awesome American and a spider.
I love
Oh, jeez. Anyway. Okay.
I just really relate. So
Yeah,
can
thank
I
you.
just throw that out there right now?
Okay, so the other thing I want to mention, because I don't think I told you this, Padre, but maybe I did. I don't remember. Where I live, there's a building that you can see that goes, that it's sort of an identifier because it's right next to a main highway, right?
Okay.
And so one day I was going for a walk, and I saw there was a road, like a back road behind, like there's a parking lot, a little dirt parking lot, and behind the parking lot there's a road that goes straight towards this big building. And so I thought, oh, this would be so cool if this was like a back way to get to this main road, so I don't have to, go through traffic. So I started walking down this road, and after a while, you just sort of, like, you can still see the big building, but everything kind of just disappears, which is really rough to do in a city because of all the other buildings. But you're just like, you're surrounded by greenery and stuff like that, and you're seeing little tiny paths that are going off into this greenery, and it's just kind of weird, And then you keep going, and this road is just a dirt road. It's not anything fancy, no, I just gone on this walk right after there was a rain, so it was, a little muddy, but there weren't any tire tracks. And then out of nowhere is this laboratory, and this laboratory is fenced in. It's got huge solar panels in its backyard, a little house, and a greenhouse, and then these two cars that were there, and you see tire prints going into the complex, but the tire prints go out into like nothing. They don't come from the road I was walking on. They go out into like the forest.
We saw the movie, hon.
Yeah, I know. And it's
Don't
like
finish the
7
story.
different
You don't want to
directions.
hear it again.
Oh, seriously. Like, I'm freaking out. I would have taken a picture, except that I was convinced that somebody was watching me from that laboratory. Like, I was just convinced of that. So I'm like casually like turning around like, oh, did I get lost? And I'm just like, all right, back the way I came. Like, there's, yeah. Gee. Booking it, man. Oh,
Here's
man.
the demo.
Oh
Jeez.
shoot!
Daddy,
Did I
Daddy
leave?
would not think like that. He'd be
Oh
like,
shoot! Did I leave the oven on? Oh, I gotta.
Gotta go back.
No, that's
Get some friends for some witnesses. Jeez. Anyway.
That's not completely true. We were doing it was on old houses, so we would fix up old houses. I had to
Okay.
go to the attic to do something,
Okay.
and it actually, looking back at it, I know it was most likely a bat that was in there that was flying around,
Right.
but I thought it was a bird. And
Okay.
so I was up there, and this bird, and I ducked, and then I didn't see it again, and then I thought, where did it go? And Pap was downstairs doing stuff, and I thought, I'm not going to say anything, because if I say something, and there's no way there's a bird in there, then they're going to start thinking I'm crazy, and if something happens to Pap, they won't listen to what I say. So I never mentioned it to anybody for years, but it was, you get these ideas in your head, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, and that was the other thing. I told Stoyanka the reason they'd come a couple weeks ago. They came because I told Stoyanka about this story, and I'm like, you guys got to see it. And I really wanted to see if I had to like made it up in my mind or something, because it was such a weird thing. So I told her, I said, there's a laboratory that I want to show you. When they came, Stoyanka's like, maybe there was a week or two difference between when I told her that and when they came, right? So when they came, Ellie's like, so what about this lake? And I'm like, what lake? And she's like, Stoyanka said that you wanted to show us a lake. I'm like, I didn't tell her that I wanted to see a lake. And like, we argued for 10 or 15 minutes, and I'm like,
Hey,
what lake? There's no lake
Hey,
here.
Andrew?
You what?
have you seen A Beautiful Mind?
Shut up.
I haven't seen it.
It took me like 3 weeks. Okay?
It'll answer
I
so
am
many
driving-
questions, Abigail. Watch A Beautiful Mind. It'll answer all these
am
questions.
driving her to the village or whatever, and like, we're silent, right? 3 weeks or 2 weeks, whatever, something has gone by, and all of a sudden, like, laboratory, and she's like, what? I'm like, you said lake, but you meant laboratory. I was supposed to show you the laboratory. She's just like lost, right? So
Middle of the
anyway.
night. Yzma!
Oh man, I relate so well right now. Oh my goodness.
So good.
All I'm taking from this story is that Andrew should not live alone.
Right.
No, what you're taking from this story is Andrew deals with stress really well in the form of just like locked in memory checks. So
What we take from this story is thank God we've met Stoyanka and Ellie.
Right.
yeah, seriously, so that you can call and be like, is he okay?
Did you see the lake or the laboratory?
Yeah. We haven't seen him in years.
Wait, did they actually see the laboratory? Did you show them?
No, I told them that next time they come over, and I got it. I mean, now I actually didn't tell Ellie. I should really tell her, because she'll probably hear Lake again from Stoyanka. So
I mean, it's not like that's the number one place I want to go.
oh yeah,
Yeah. No kidding.
seriously. I
I'm
mean,
sorry. Really, guys?
No,
Let's walk
Okay.
I'm gonna wear my
your-
chest-mounted GoPro, and then we're gonna run
Okay.
as soon as Andrew does.
that may not be a
Addison,
great
Addison,
calculator. I'm
Did
a
you
bit of
not
a
just
chicken
hear
shit.
the
Okay.
spider story? He
Yeah.
could run.
Oh fuck no! I'm out of here.
I'm just,
Dude,
I
you
apparently
just
don't.
came out of your apartment.
I apparently don't have the survival reflexes that Andrew does, because when I see footprints,
Thank you.
I'm following him. Where's Weasley?
Jeez. Okay, seriously. And looking through the greenery, I thought I saw like a tent, but it's like, what do you do? Okay,
That
what
too!
do you
I'd
do?
be like, what's in that tent?
Yes.
I have to know.
No, see? Okay, there's Roma families all over. I mean, there is a legitimate reason that there could be people living there, right? So,
Okay. And that's why,
I just want to.
that's why I'm following your lead,
yeah. Gotcha.
and not my own.
Is the laboratory in use? As if
It-
for its original, you think?
It's very clean. They've got, I mean, literally, you know, the stairwells are all glassed in, so
You
you
went
can,
inside?
like anyone who's, what? No, this is what I'm seeing, right? The stairwells that I can see are glassed. Like it's not
Oh.
some windows. It's like they're all glass,
fancy.
right? Yeah, and
Serious.
it's very, very fancy. It's got a sign like it looks like a company called Pho, Pho, and I mean, it looks legitimately like a business, except for the fact that it's in the middle of this, you know, green area where
Is it
nobody
THO?
can get
You
PHO.
want to know it's so green?
Vietnamese,
Yeah.
man.
What fertilizes it, Daddy?
That's right.
What fertilizes it? Hey, here's a little
it is.
thought.
It
Why
is
is it so
summertime
green?
too, Abigail.
Oh, sure.
It's summertime.
Whatever.
A likely excuse. Oh, jeez. Anyway,
I say next summer, since Addison and I are showing up for real.
sure, you want. That's fine. But this summer, I'll bring Podfree at least.
Oh
Yeah.
We'll
yeah.
leave Mama behind because
Okay.
if we need to run, then
No,
Okay.
but you got to drive by and see it, right?
Totally. I just
no, you
want-
can't drive by. You have to walk, right?
Oh, that's
There is
fine.
no U-turn.
I just pray wisdom and
The
discernment
U-turn
over.
The U-turn's called an about face.
U-turn's called. You dive into the forest and hope. Oh, you're talking about walking. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Nope.
We cannot drive into there. That's all I'm saying. I'm not driving that car in there because I'm ditching the car and running for it then. So we can get a new one.
I think we're gonna rent bicycles and walkie-talkies. That's what we should.
There it is.
Ooh.
Abby keeps making comments about Stranger Things, so
And we all need
Oh,
our own.
gotcha.
We all need to have our phones filming. We can make.
Filming it.
Yeah.
We can make the new Blair Witch Project.
I didn't see the first one.
I don't know what that is.
It was
It's very
bad.
good. So this Perfect Mind has to do with an autistic guy who has a friend in his head, but doesn't really have a friend. And then he has this whole scenario that he lives in college where he's, you know, having fun with his friend, but it's just really in his own alter ego, so to speak.
His friend
it-
and
is it-
his friend's daughter, and then he imagines an entire CIA organization that hires him, and none of it exists.
None of
This
it
is
good.
Was he
Beautiful
even
Mind.
college?
Yeah.
I don't know.
College existed. He was a
Yeah.
genius. But
Yeah, and
but
the Beautiful
it's-
Mind one. That messes with you too because you're just like, okay, I need proof that everyone that I see does
Like,
yep.
exist. Because how, you know, right? Because it was. I mean,
Yeah.
the movie was played out beautifully because it was just like, you know, yeah, it's just like the character's there, and people aren't walking through the character or anything like that.
But
And
you
then,
know,
you know, all of a sudden you realize, once you realize that twist, that's a made up character, then it's like, oh my gosh, no one ever acknowledged that person existed,
yeah.
except for this guy who's, you know, it's made up in his mind. So
Addison, isn't
Yeah?
it similar to the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio with him on that island in the jail place or whatever?
Yeah. Shoot.
Thank you for see. That's
Shadow.
why I asked him. I knew he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I get her."
It was
get
it
her
was supposed to be
crazy.
a great scary movie, and then in the end, it was just him in a crazy house, thinking he was taken to another crazy house with other people, but they weren't there the whole time. It was a nothing burger.
It's this new one that they're advertised, Spiderhead.
Spiderhead?
What?
No.
No, never mind.
This came
This
out
is an
like
old
10
movie.
years ago.
Oh,
It was I don't know. I can't think of it because it was such a bad movie. I don't have a reason to remember it.
I don't know why I watched it.
Same, same, and same.
Waste of time, but it has a
We're
place.
together.
Yeah,
This is
for free.
incredible.
Their main character was kind of cute though.
Abigail, come on.
Put that on her.
He's not that cute. Come on. Nardo. I just want everyone else to have this movie that you get to have in your brain forever.
Shadow Island.
Shutter Island.
Shutter Island. Shadow Island.
That's a
Shutter
dumbass
Island.
movie.
He also
Did
played,
I watch it with you?
I don't think so. That's something I would have watched alone. But also he was in Titanic, which was terrible, and that airplane movie, which was also terrible. So I don't know why he's famous.
Oh, I never saw that.
I think Leslie Nielsen played in Airplane, honey.
No,
Okay,
he not an
I don't
airplane.
know.
It was the movie where the guy invented that special airplane, Howard Hughes or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was a terrible movie.
Okay, Catch Me If You Can was a
That
good
was
movie.
Really good, yeah. And Inception was good.
Yeah, but other than that, I don't care for his stuff. He was in Avengers Endgame.
What?
It's a
Well, and I didn't like the end game either, so there you
I
go.
didn't either.
Yep. Terrible
Infinity Wars was way better. But I think that was because of the fact that they lost and nobody saw that coming in a superhero movie.
He's in Cowspiracy. Sorry, that's a really good documentary.
I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Terrible.
Mm-hmm. It does not look good.
It was.
The Ivory, he plays in some documentaries. I want to watch some of these. Sorry.
Why? Because he's in it?
Because they're no.
Sorry.
Do you know what
Obsessed.
kind of look I'm giving right now?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Thank you. Good.
You're
No,
obsessed.
these are they're documentaries about the world and animals and how it affects. Okay, whatever. You know what?
Oh,
Meh.
The Sky is Falling. I heard that was really good. Was that what it's called, Andrew?
What?
The Sky is Falling?
Sorry.
Welcome
I
to the
don't-
conversation.
Yeah, you guys started talking about movies, and I just went to my website. So,
All right.
tell me when
Stop,
it's relatable
stop
again.
watching your numbers and join the
Yep.
conversation.
Wow.
Sorry.
It's a
I hate to
Netflix.
say this, but
I got distracted. I was looking at myself.
It's a Netflix show that you and Uncle Arlen liked. The Sky is
Oh.
Falling,
the sky is falling.
or something like that.
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking
He
about.
played in Don't Look Up.
Don't look
that
up.
was a
Thank
dumb-
you.
Okay.
You don't remember that?
Where are you?
300
are we-
views,
we're-
baby.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We are talking about movies still, because that doesn't make any money, guys.
Jeez,
So let me tell you what makes money. Okay.
Oh my word!
I'm sorry. Not sorry. Okay. So
Ugh.
He played in that movie changed the world's schools.
That's it.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
in again. What happened? Because I've been thinking about making a movie of us. Okay, it's gonna be awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Addison, are you gonna go help Andrew when he starts his school, or?
I am willing, but not able.
What
Why?
does that mean?
No, I'm totally up for it.
I don't know what that means still. It's sort of like, you Charlemagne, what?
One of the Muppets.
All right.
Yeah.
So I want to help however I can, but I have very limited skill sets. That's it.
Ah, okay. Cool.
I think, you know what he should do? He should put sorry, I'm gonna do
Which he?
Addison.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you were
he
talking
should
about
put-
Alakai.
Are you joking?
Yeah, sorry.
Giving Daddy a hard time?
Yeah.
but no, you're.
It's
You know,
one of my
what should
it's one of my
you do or
skill
what should
sets.
Addison do?
Well, we were talking about Addison and his skill sets.
No, we were talking about Addison helping Andrew. So there's two guys, and they're both he's. So Andrew should do what?
Okay, so Andrew's doing it already, but
Yeah.
Addison,
Should.
not should, but an idea, because this is one of your strengths that you're really good at, Addison, is put like an intro or a video together for a promotion. Not that necessarily Andrew needs a promotion,
Yeah.
but
I'll talk to my
people like
team.
people like seeing that kind of thing on like a new company website, and you could do like a mini interview with Andrew and the actual owner, which is myself, and who hasn't done shit to help you.
I know, and I did remove you as that just because
Did
of
you?
what the advisors were saying that it's going to be harder to get people on board when it's random American in America. They're going to be more excited to see the owner being in the country, committing time here and everything. So
Okay, well then we're back to Andrew and interviewing him and some of his some of the partners. So I don't know. I just think that would be something that would be beneficial to have, and Addison would be really good at putting that together. So there's my 2 cents.
well, the real 2 cents, folks, is going to be that he also would be a great teacher. I don't know
yeah.
about your patience level, but I
You
need
got so much
practical-
patience.
I know.
Oodles.
I'm just sort of thinking like when that smart ass kid shows up, and
I
you're
know.
like, "Shut the fuck up!" And I'm
Nah.
like, "So you're not supposed to say that to kids. He's like 6 years old, okay? So
Hey,
let's
the
reel it
kid
in."
will listen.
I'm sorry. He told me to shut the fuck up first.
He's Bulgarian and doesn't actually know what fuck means, okay? Can we just circle back to...
I still go back to what's her name, Andrew from BCA, and her story with the kid who was like,
WTF?
"Can I say fucker too? Is fucker a bad word
Oh,
too?"
yeah. That was awesome.
Every time she opened the classroom
Yeah,
door.
she was like, she's like, "All right, kids, let's do this." One kid, A is for apple, B is for bunny, and she gets to this one boy, and he's like, F is for fucker, and so she drags him outside, and is like, "Oh, you can't say that." And he's like, "Okay," and then as she opens the door, he's like, "So can I say fucking?" And so then she's like
every
three
single
different
F word.
versions of fuck, and the kids hear everything.
Every time she opened the door.
My favorite one was the one where you hear a kid at the end of the hall. There's like 9-10 classes in this hall, And you hear this kid at the end of the hall, and he goes, I know what WTF is. And you can see in slow motion all these teachers coming out of the doorways like, no! And the kid goes, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's pretty good.
I was the receptionist at the PC1, and that kid I can hear in the hallway telling his teacher, I know what that means, and I'm like, oh my word, this could be really bad.
The end. It's the end.
Oh, the innocence was so cute.
Man.
I saw,
It was amazing.
I saw a video of this mom dealing with her 2 kids, her daughter and her son. Her daughter's just yapping, and her son goes, I know why 69's the best number. And she's like, quiet. Okay, why is 69 the best number? Because it's the same upside down. And she's like, awesome. And then she goes back to her daughter.
Oh,
Okay, well,
right.
I was talking to Cheryl, the other American here. It was only a week ago, or this last week, and I was telling her, I was like, when I first came here, it was horrible because kids would say things like shit or fuck, and they had no idea the intensity of the language they were using, and I'd snap on them. I mean, I would jump on them because they have pretty good English skills. It's not like they're like, he'll you say, like they can speak conversationally. So when they say this word, it sounds like a naughty kid, and you're like, not okay. You just really jump on them, right?
It's like a horn being honked in the countryside.
And it's just like they just look at you like, I'm so sorry, I can't believe it. And they're starting to cry and everything because you just nail them way too hard. So it's like, so I'm telling her, so I've had to learn after like 6 years to chill out when someone says a bad word and stuff like that. And so I'm saying this to her at lunch, right? The boy next to me, who is the sweetest boy ever, he looks across the table at the girl that's sitting across from her and says, boy, you sure are a cunt.
Oh.
And I am like trying so hard because I just talked to Cheryl right about this. And I'm like, what did you say? And, I mean, I drew tears, but it's like, buddy, you can never say that, ever. And I mean, I'm trying so hard to whisper, but it's such a loud whisper. So then, of course, every third grader in the cafeteria is like, what did he say? What did he say? And I'm like, no. Everyone go sit down. Go sit down.
To be
Oh, my goodness.
continued.
Yeah, continued. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh.
So, yep. It's fun. It's fun.
It's fun. That's one way.
Oh, man.
Describing that.
Yeah.
All right, I got to go fix my lawnmower. I love you, hon.
Love you too.
And the rest of us, love you too.
Yep.
Oh,
Naturally.
hey, it's Father's Day Sunday.
I'll call you.
Hey, do your smoker.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Do
You
your
hear me?
smoker.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Or weekend for you.
We're
but
using
can
it
you give
tomorrow.
I'm gonna warm it up.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Addison's excited. We'll buy you
I
meat.
am.
We gotta go get
Jeez.
meat, Addison.
I bought Daddy this smoker for his birthday, and he hasn't used it yet. So I'm using it on Father's Day.
Okay. That's
think I'm-
awesome.
I think I'm Mama and Daddy's favorite now. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. I think I've either been on the bottom of their list or at the top of their list for about 6 years. So either way, I'm okay with running that one out. So. Oh, man.
Oh my gosh. Sally.
All right, guys, there's nothing else I can do. I've looked at all the numbers, and it looks like people are done for the evening. So can we move it along? Let's play a game or something.
All right, yeah.
Let's do a game. I can't play forever because I got stuff to do. But
Abigail,
I am working. What?
I literally scheduled you for forever.
Yep.
You telling me you
Oh.
have
Kind of.
something to do after this?
Yeah, this is kind of hurtful,
Sorry,
Abigail.
stop.
Kind of hurtful.
Stop, guys. Stop. It's just a
No,
busy
no,
week.
it's fine. It's fine. Sure,
Yeah.
it's always been a busy
You have.
week.
I don't understand because after this, I have more of this.
Right?
What could
That's all
you
I'm saying.
possibly have to do?
You're serious.
I know I'm kidding.
Yeah, we're all kidding. Come
You're
on,
up.
Abigail.
You're a theologist or a proto.
Psychologist.
Yeah.
That one.
That is oh, man. You're gonna be great for the schools. So my sister's a theologist, and my little brother he's an anthropologist or some shit. I don't know. Anyway,
These apologists are infecting my life. I'm sick of it.
like, I don't even know what half of it means. Okay, just
Okay,
Love it.
Dude.
genuinely, when I said theologist, I was embodying Mel Gibson from the first Lethal Weapon, where he had
Okay.
no respect for psychologists. I absolutely
Yeah,
respect psychologists, but I was embodying him when I said that. I'm sorry, Abigail.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't. It literally
that's
does not bother me.
Okay. Good.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, do you want to? Sorry, I'm like today. I'm pretty booked. I feel. And tomorrow I have church, but that's it. So, do you want to go get meat though for the whatever thing tomorrow?
Ooh, I'm probably gonna go to town today at around 12:31,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna pray that the lady behind the counter is a meat enthusiast and not just trying to sell me some shit.
Yes, I agree. Oh wow, I forgot about this.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, but I don't.
Forgot how
really-
to play, or
Yeah, all of it.
Ah,
All of it.
yeah.
you've got a hand where you can play cards to upgrade to get points. You can pick up cards, those purple cards, but every card that you go over from the furthest left is going to cost you a spice that you have. And
Is
you
the-
can pick up the cards that you've played.
Is the top row my cards?
The top row, yeah. These are the two cards you have, the two yellow or the grayed out upgrade ones.
Oh, and when I use this, I use these. Oh.
Why are people visiting from Ireland? They should not be on.
Ireland.
How do you kick out some Irish people? Unless they're planning to visit Bulgaria.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Okay.
Have you studied American history pretty thoroughly?
Sure, yes.
Did you know that there was a time when the Irish were treated exactly like the blacks?
Yes.
Okay.
We pretty
Okay.
much insulted every ethnic group that
Pretty
came
much.
that weren't German or British. That was pretty much it. So yeah. And the funny thing is, when World War II came, we should have taken out ethnic Germans, right? But we were like, welcome.
Welcome.
And I'm
Oh,
betting
you're good
all-
at science? Come on in.
Come on in. And all the other ethnic races are like, fuck you, man. You made us slaves. You made us servants. And then these guys? These guys, really?
These are the ones that were just as bad as you?
Yeah.
No,
right.
you guys are great.
You seem to have the similar ideologies that we have. So,
Oh my God.
oh, jeez, that's fun. Oh man, yeah, yeah. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's been
I was gonna make a joke using a word used for blacks for the Irish, but you know,
oh gotcha. Okay.
I'm actually alive right now, so I don't think I can.
Of course. Jeez. Oh man.
I also just want to put it out there. I don't really like using that word for insults. I'll talk about it if you want, but just to insult somebody, it's not my thing personally. Whatever.
I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that's like normally. Is that normally something that's people's thing?
No, most people actually don't.
Okay.
And this happened a long time ago, not just when cancel culture started.
Oh,
Interesting.
cancel culture.
So good.
My favorite.
Yeah. Oh, what?
I don't know.
This move is unauthorized. I have this card in my hand. Oh, you guys can't see what cards I have in my hand. It's
Look,
two gray blocks with an arrow going up.
yeah.
What does this mean?
It means that if you play it, you can upgrade your yellow cubes to red cubes to green
See,
cubes to brown cubes. But you can only do it twice.
Okay.
this is where I'm confused because if you're upgrading green cubes to brown cubes, then why is 2 green cubes giving you a brown cube and then 2 red cubes? Is that
Because those are special upgrades or downgrades. The idea is that
okay?
you
So
can rid yourself of having to use that gray upgrade thing to
it's
be more efficient.
it's not they don't have like a color maths system going on. I mean, they do it to a certain point, but then these cards, a lot of them kind of give an advantage one side or the other.
To the best of my understanding, yes.
I'm not very good at math.
When I play games, I don't suppose I am either. Like, I don't count cards, so I mean, I don't do, okay, well, if I do this, then I do this, then I do this kind of thing.
Okay. You don't play this game the way you play chess.
I don't play chess the way I used to play chess. Like, I mean,
Oh, thank God.
it's too much. Yeah. It's like, it looks good this way.
This is how I feel when I'm playing Call of Duty. Like, I actually have to pay attention and remember who went what side and how long it takes for them to get to this point.
Right.
And then I see guys
Okay,
that
now,
like, yeah, no, it's fine. You wouldn't understand.
did you watch that? Did you watch that documentary about Go?
Oh, I didn't, but I heard about it.
Okay.
And
Well, I bought the game Go.
I remember playing
After
Go with
seeing that.
you, and no, thank you.
We didn't play it right when we were kids.
We didn't, but you won every time, and that's how I feel like real Go would actually go.
Real Go is interesting because when I watched the documentary, it's considered to be one of the, like, it's supposed to be more complicated than chess, right? Like, it's incredibly complicated, and the thing that I love about it is it's incredibly simple. You just have white stones and black stones, and that's it. But it's funny because you're listening to these Go enthusiasts in the documentary, and they are going on and on about how Go is like life, and when you play against someone
Yeah.
who's playing Go, it's like understanding their life. And I was like, okay, nerd much. Like, I mean, in my mind, I'm thinking it's taking a little too far. But I played this game with several different kids. I mean, kids that I've taught for the last 8 months, and it's like, oh my gosh, it actually is pretty accurate. Like, it does describe the way a person is. Like, if they're trying to be aggressive or if they're playing it safe, in life kind of thing. And the way they play the game is the way that they seem to be in life. It's so interesting. So, anyway.
It's true though. Like I've read a couple stories about Factorio, the guy that created Factorio.
Mhm.
He introduced
Yeah.
it to his child, who is well below the age of knowing how to count and do math, and his
Yeah.
child actually is understanding what 2 + 2 is well before, just because of the game
Right.
Factorio. So
Jeez.
I can totally
That's
imagine.
incredible.
Yeah, well, and my misunderstanding of Go totally makes it clear that that's something that I should have learned when I was a child.
Right. Well, I mean, it's something that I'm that's going to be one of the things I want to teach in the schools, right? Like, I mean, obviously chess is a
Yeah.
great classic too, but having one of those, it would be so,
The farming
yeah,
game.
cool.
I
I mean, all
personally-
games, right?
I personally would
Yeah,
also
go ahead.
recommend Roller Coaster Tycoon. That game literally taught me the Facebook advertisement system. You spend this much, you get this much time in the public eye. You want to focus on a certain group, you spend this much more just to focus on them, but you actually get that focus.
You're
Yeah.
talking about the farming game?
No, Roller Coaster.
Oh, Roller Coaster Cartoon. Okay, yeah.
Because their advertisement system wasn't super in depth, but it's basically what Phase is now.
Right, gotcha. Oh, man. Interesting stuff, man. Very, very interesting.
I don't think I'm very good at this.
You see that? Stop.
Oh, I was going to agree with him.
Stop.
To make him feel better.
Yeah, affirming my de-affirmation.
I mean, not de-affirmation. It's a strong word, man. It's not de-affirmation. It's
Conform.
Okay. Conforming.
I'll do whatever you want.
Jeez. Let's do it just once.
You already got a card? That's
Ooh.
good job,
You-
Addison. I'm not good at this
I don't
game.
know.
Ugh.
I
That's
don't know.
good, man.
No,
That's
I don't
good.
know what I'm doing.
Pulling an Abigail. Nice.
Yeah, that's exactly what just happened. I didn't want to give myself too much credit by saying pulling an Abigail, but
I gotcha.
yeah.
I gotcha. Oh, man.
I don't know. I don't know how I did that. All right.
Sure, whatever. I don't know how I got a card. Really?
Look, I had a brown and a green, and then I wound up with a couple greens and some yellow, and I went, oh, I can buy that now. And it had a bunch of silver coins above it, so I was like, that's cool.
Oh, plain innocent. Okay.
All right, let's play Love Letter after this, huh? Yeah, and then we'll see
No.
who's innocent.
I haven't.
I need
played
to
Love-
keep a positive disposition, so could we not?
Are we playing Terra Mystica then?
Oh, yes.
The only game Andrew's willing to stay up till 3 a.m. to play.
Yeah, no kidding. Shoot. No, it's Age of Through the Ages, but no one plays that with me. I play that one with strangers. So.
I won't even play.
Addison,
I won't even
you
play.
gonna go?
I won't even play Factorio with
His
strangers.
voice, yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
You won't play
You
what
won't.
with strangers?
Factorio.
Yeah, okay.
Why?
Because they're either 1,000 times better than me, or they've literally never played it before in their lives.
Oh.
I don't know how that's possible, because I've spent like 300 hours in that game, and at least as much time watching tutorials on the game.
Someone's trying an interesting strategy.
Ding, 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 ding.
Let's see.
What was that?
Me clearing my throat.
Is that what Allison was asking about?
Oh, maybe
I was
not.
asking about the card that flew in front of my screen that I really wanted.
Oh,
It's Andrew.
I took that one.
Thank Jesus.
What
I'll do
is
that.
going on?
I had nothing. I had nothing. I could do nothing, and then I hit that
Oh.
that
Special button.
that pickup card. Oh! It gave me moves.
Did you know it existed before that moment?
Nope.
Nope. This opens up so many new strategies.
Oh, the avenues.
Yes. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. Oh, shoot.
Addison, there's some coffee in the coffee pot if you want any.
Yeah, it's just black coffee.
Yep.
I didn't get myself any caffeine because I've been so freaking tired all week.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, I had caffeine on Sunday and then I just couldn't stay awake. I'm gonna lose you guys for a sec.
I like that you left during your turn.
Yep.
Thank you for that.
So do I. Yep.
So sweet. He's right here grabbing coffee. So if you have anything to say to him. Oh. I'm so sore.
This guy is not moving to the right website. Webpage.
I'm
mean?
gonna send you my description of what I can offer. This
Sounds
next
good.
week. So
Okay.
yeah.
It is funny because out of everything, like this
Mhm.
coming year, I might be starting like a giant tutoring business because Alakai wants to do this. You're hopefully sending me stuff. And I got 4 other people who want to join too. And I'm just like casually
Wow.
like, are you interested in tutoring or not? It's okay if you don't want. And they're, yep, send me your information and a nice picture. Because
You
people
didn't
want
tell
to see
me.
who's. I mean, send me a picture unless you like the pictures I had up there of you before. So.
I don't, so I will send you
Okie
something
doke.
like that.
People want to know what their tutors are going to look like. That's all.
Totally. I understand that.
Not weird at all.
Not weird.
Mother, father, brother, sister.
Got that right, man. Got that right.
Item 2 plus the 1. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Abigail.
What? No,
Well,
it's fine.
he already got it. He already got it. So, but you were still going for it.
You don't know what I'm going after.
Abigail,
You're such an asshole.
you got 3 green and 2 red.
I thought he already got it.
Oh, now he does.
Well,
Like,
Oh no, that's
Ah,
not what I'm going
hey!
after.
Oh,
Oh, that's not okay. Cool.
almost.
How do you guys know what I'm going after or not going after?
You had 2 red and 3 green, and there was one right
Yeah,
there that had
exactly,
2
yeah.
red and 3 green.
That's not what I was going after.
Honestly,
Alright,
I
cool.
wasn't either. It just happened upon my doorstep.
I feel like that's fair.
Right? What is
Yeah.
Andrew laughing at?
I was okay. I understand. It's funny. It's attacking. Okay.
This turned around on me. How did this turn around on me?
How did this happen? I
Can
don't
we go
even know.
back 3 minutes and make fun of Addison still?
Although I have to say, I appreciated the maniacal laugh. That was pretty awesome.
Good.
I mean, I was realizing it as you were saying it, and I kind of just went with it.
Okay. Gotcha. Oh man.
Oof.
Oh my.
Hey,
Oh, what you talking about? Lifting up and setting down.
Boy. Oh my.
Who the laddie?
That won't work.
9.
Boom, 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 boom. You guys are so fast.
I know. I love
many-
this game.
How many moves have you planned at this point, Andrew? Go.
Well, I mean, I got my cards in a certain order, so unless I see
Holy
one of you guys getting
shit.
close to a card that I want, then I just keep following the order of cards.
You could just massively just chill out.
Oh, sure. Do you want me to like pretend
Hey, yeah.
that I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Set a timer. 15 seconds
Okay.
for every move.
Gotcha. 19. 19.
4,
Oh, which one? I have to
5,
carry the
6,
one for the yellow,
7.
and if the yellow goes to the green,
All right, fine. Just
That
go.
makes
I
it-
get it.
on the. Hold on, I'm not done calculating.
Oh my gosh,
yet.
just
Okay.
go.
Seconds,
You were
baby.
you were the only one keeping this game going.
Jeez. That's terrible. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, Abigail. I know you were also moving pretty quick. I'm
No, I
mostly,
don't mind.
I'm mostly the one slowing us down.
I just know what I'm looking for, and I want to get it before Andrew does.
Abigail, that's.
What about me?
that's-
I'm a threat.
I'm
Shut
relevant.
up! You shut
Said
that
two
laughter
card
down! Wait. Watch this. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
rocked it.
What?
Now you can take. Which one? Which one is
You
he going
oh,
for? I
shit.
don't even know. It's gone. Man.
No, you are a threat, Addison.
Jeez, Abigail. That's.
No.
I could
No.
call him a
Oh.
pansy ass or, hey, dude, you insulted him more than any other person
Abigail.
could have.
Abigail, you might as well have been like, honey, you are a threat.
You are. You're special, just like the
It
rest of the
sounded-
bad
Sweetheart.
It sounded so bad coming out.
guys. Yeah. It really did. Epic,
I'm
Abigail.
sorry.
I want to be like you one day.
Oh, you're lucky I don't have a live gun right now. Oh.
To be that genuine and that
I'm
insulting
stupid.
at the
Undo.
same time.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not. I think it was amazing.
You're an asshole.
I feel
I'm
like I
writing
should
notes
be
down.
by that.
No, you are special.
Oh.
How do you say it with that genuine no, you are special. No, you are special.
God.
Just comes out as sarcastic every time I say it. We should play a game. There should be a game show, Addison, all right? How Abigail says it and how Andrew says it. Because anything she can say with genuinity. Abigail, say, I hate your guts, okay? Say it. Just, However.
No.
No.
Oh, come
See,
on.
you just come up, Addison. You got to come up with like 5 different phrases that Abigail has to say, and then I have to say, and then
Right.
how does it sound?
I love this
Okay.
idea.
Yeah.
But then we have to do 5 phrases that are only funny if Addison says it, and have it between Alakai and Addison. Because Alakai
Man.
can say it all day long, and then
Yup.
Addison will say it, and everyone will
See,
laugh.
but see, the Abigail Andrew is the sarcastic versus genuine. The Addison versus Alakai is the genuinely funny versus the no, you can't even.
No, but honestly, he has to go first every time because just
Yep,
me
yeah.
saying it after he says it, it's not funny
Right.
unless he says it first.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
Oh, jeez.
But you two,
That's
like
awesome.
we can mix and match who goes first.
Oh my goodness.
Abigail's
That
like,
would be
"Are you
amazing.
okay?" And Andrews is like, "What?
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Huh?
Wait, I can do it again. Give me a do-over.
Go
Are
sit
you
down."
okay? No, see, just
Oh,
Anyway.
buddy, are you okay?
what? You need some help?
All right.
It's
Nah.
equivalent to my ability to flirt like an adorable girl, where I cannot. You know that movie?
What
movie
with
was
The
that?
Rock,
No, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Jumanji,
Oh
Bite
yeah,
Your Lip.
Jumanji girl. Yeah.
And I'm like, that's I'm no joke.
Oh,
No joke.
shit. Sorry, guys.
Girl could not flirt to save my life. Why are you sorry? Because it took you forever. Skip Turner
Yep.
player out of time.
You guys go so fast. I'm used to builders. All right.
Where you take your time.
Everyone takes their time. Everybody takes. It's my turn again! Yay!
Do you not plan ahead at
No!
least 1 or 2 steps?
No, I do actually plan ahead, but I'm also expecting you guys to sit there for a minute. So I turn towards
Okay.
my streaming screen, watch my empty chat,
Jeez.
and talk to you guys.
Okay, I gotcha.
That's so sweet.
Oh, man.
It's great.
The
Except
game.
my chat window's empty. So why am I staring at it?
Why am I staring at it?
Aw,
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
that made me
Abigail,
sad.
seriously, unbelievable.
What?
You're killing
I'm
me.
sorry. I can't
Aww.
help
I
it.
know. That's
it.
why it cracks me up. Oh man.
I annoy myself.
No, but this is why I don't lie to Abigail. Because if I made up some story about a girl whose goldfish died.
Mhm.
Aww. I don't want to do that to you, so I only tell you the true stories and only the ones I think you can handle.
I
The ones I
appreciate
think.
that. So
How
I have
funny.
to tell you. I
The
gotta
ones
tell
I
you.
think you can handle. Sorry, go ahead.
You know, okay, doesn't matter. Dykstra, I think that's their last name.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah. So his dad Kevin is in my Bible class. His dad and I think it's his stepmom. Anyway, so Kevin's got some like bandages on his neck, and he's Dutch as all get out. Okay, so this guy has like he makes
Dykstra?
jokes.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was just joking. It's a very Dutch name. Continue.
Oh, yeah, I get it. You see the error of my way there.
Nope, you're good.
So, anyway, he's got this patch on his neck, and I'm like, what the heck, like, is going on? And at one point, he comes up and he's like, so, Abigail, I got to tell you the story of what happened this week. So, I was playing archery. As soon as he says archery, I'm like, you are joking. You would have died. And he just starts laughing, and he's like, okay, you're right, I am joking. And later on, he comes and apologizes. He's like, I'm sorry if, like, you really were taking me seriously. I'm like, absolutely not. You are like my father, who makes up shit I'm like, I just needed to know up front,
Right
real
away.
fast, that didn't
Yeah.
really happen. I was like, man,
Oh, jeez.
even handle.
And I've been accused of being like father, except I'm not like him because I sometimes I make up stories, but usually someone will assume something about me and I'm just like, yeah, totally. I just go along
Totally.
with it. And they're like, cool, I know this guy now. And they don't.
I love it. Go, go, go. Speed race.
Rest.
Ooh, the lottie. Ooh, the lottie. Ooh, the lottie.
And pause.
Speed round. Go, go, go.
Actually, this game reminds me of that Twinkle Twinkle level B. It was da 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 da. Like that's how we play, right?
Yeah. Oh my god. Talk about PTSD.
Right?
Ooh, the lottie.
Holy crap, I thought I was doing great.
Are you kidding?
Nope.
Okay. It was a good game, guys. It was a good
I
game.
still ended the game first, so
From coins. Coins from resources? You get resource points?
from what resource?
Like your spices. I didn't know you got resource points.
Oh. What?
Apparently I didn't get resource points.
Yeah, you did. You're the
Yeah,
only.
Abigail
You and
didn't.
Andrew got a couple. I didn't get any.
What?
Ooh, that was a really good game,
Why does
guys.
it say tiebreaker position?
I think it was meant to say, like, if we were tie breaking, like if we tied for any points, then those would be the people who would have broken the tie. I don't know why it says that.
I don't know why they show the tiebreaker in this game. I clearly won.
It's actually exactly what I was thinking, right? Like, I did so well this game, huh?
I'm so annoyed.
I'm really proud of you,
Why
Andrew.
didn't you win last time, Abigail?
Yeah, but that was like the first time I won, and the first time
funny.
I played. I like this.
Yeah, it is a fun game. I'm gonna introduce you guys really quickly
a new game.
to it's a game that I think you might like, Abigail. I mean, it's a great possibility that you'll hate it, but I think you might like it. And it's very quick. No. Sorry, I unfavorited the Century game, and I don't want to lose it because I like that game.
Oh yeah, we were talking about this game.
No, it was the dice one. We were talking about the dice one. The dice one sucks. Like I figured it out and I thought, okay, it felt like a kind of dumb game. Yeah. So I just kind of ditched it. But this one is really cool. So there's going to be 9 tiles on the table. And these tiles are the same. Like if you buy this game, it'll be the same 9 tiles, the same time, every time.
Every time. Okay.
You're going to start with 4 cards, and the 4 cards are going to show you 4 different arrangements of certain tiles. And your goal is to get the arrangements in the right place. So you can spend one of your cards by switching 2 tiles places, but they have to be adjacent to each other. Mm-hmm. Okay. You can also spend a card flipping them. So you can see up here in the little tile guide in the corner, that's the yellow tile can be flipped to become a black tile. The orange tiles can be flipped to be red tiles. The purple tiles can be flipped to be blue. White can be flipped to green. Okay.
Yeah, vice versa.
Yeah, and vice versa. So
Oh,
Abigail's
I
going
see
first,
that.
which means Abigail, you can spend one of your cards. So you're going to spend a number of your cards in your hand, ones that you really won't use, to move things around or to flip tiles so that you can actually achieve one of your cards and then score the points by clicking them and scoring them. And that's it. It's a very simple game. I don't know when we end.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Hold on. So whatever's in my hand, I have to try and get that.
Right. So there's some
Right.
turn actions. Shift stones, discard a card, then switch to any two adjacent stones. Flip stones, discard a card, then flip over a stone. Score a card.
If you want
So-
to, only
Hold
once. Like you can't. Sorry, go ahead.
So I have my hand, and there's a card that I'm like, do I start flipping things? Do I have to click on the card, or do I start flipping tiles first?
So that's what I do. I'm looking and seeing which card I'm going to be able to play, and then I'm going to choose the cards that I'm not playing, and I'm going to click that card that I'm not playing and discarding it to make a move.
I discard a card to make a move.
Right.
The cards in my hand are moves. What are the blanks things? So let's say I have, I don't know, a black with two blanks next to it. What can I do with that?
Then that means it has to be at the bottom row of whatever, So you need to have the black at the bottom row, just one of the bottom rows. That's it.
Okay.
So it's just telling you position-wise where it needs to be in this pattern of 3x3. Okay, so for me, for example, I will... the other thing you can do, too, is you can skip your turn and get 2 extra cards. So if you have a really nice high point card, then you can skip your turn to get 6 cards for the next round. But you can only do that once. You can't skip your turn, get 8 cards, 10 cards. You can only do it once to get 6.
Okay.
I don't know what a really nice
for this,
high point card looks like.
It has points on it. I just figured these
Oh,
out.
it's like a 3. I mean,
Yep.
a 32.
See?
I heard, I've never seen it because JR introduced this game to me, but from what I understand, there's a 5-point cards too. I've never seen them. And whoever
These are the
gets
most rare cards. Sorry.
I mean, apparently. Sorry. No, it's good. Apparently, if you get the most 1-point cards in the game, you get like a 3-point bonus at the end. So.
Do you want me to go upstairs? I'm gonna. You what?
Okay.
I gotta go upstairs.
I thought clicking on the card was using the card.
You have one.
I have a.
So when you click on the card, you have 2 choices: to use it or to score it. No, I was going to ask you because you gave it. It's Abigail's turn, but you have the like a black tile at the bottom of
it's
2 gray tiles.
2 gray tiles to the right of the black tile.
Never mind. I'm not going to ask you that. What I'm going to say is this: when it's your. Oh, okay. So that means that you need that black tile all the way to the left somewhere. So then next turn, spend another card that you don't think you'll be able to do to shift it, where you need it to be.
When my card matches something on the board, then I get to score it? Shit,
I didn't hear everything you said, but when you're discarding a card,
The card that I discarded...
When you discard a card, it does not...
I don't know why it's lagging so bad. I'm sorry.
So when you discard a card, it only happens when you had something important to say. So that's all. It's fine. I've been hearing you fine up until that point. Okay, so when you discard a card, it absolutely does not matter what is on that card. So Abigail discarded this 5-point card. Doesn't matter what the design was or anything. She just discarded it to get points. When you have a card that you can score, it'll be outlined in yellow, and so then you can click it, and instead of clicking discard, up at the top it says score, and you can score it. So I could score this guy, and I can score this guy because they're already arranged in a whatever way.
Gotcha.
Nothing.
And I'm going to discard that to flip it. And then I'm done. So, there you go. So, Addison, first of all, if you have any cards that are outlined in yellow, click them. Then at the top, click score.
Oh, so right now I can discard or skip?
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet. I love this game so far.
Yeah. I sense it.
Just my favorite kind of games are the ones that I can't play.
That I suck at, and I don't even know why.
It just, oh, let me throw away this gold. Ooh, I love this game.
Oh, jeez.
Addison, wasn't childhood?
What did she say?
Wasn't that my
your
entire childhood?
Oh. I don't know what you're talking about, Mother.
No.
I was always the best friend in childhood games.
I actually still don't understand why Monopoly is my least favorite game, or is my most favorite game.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I love
Really?
Monopoly. I don't know why.
Probably
because it's a lot easier than I was made to believe when I was a kid.
I don't know if Mama remembers this, but I remember her telling me when I left college that I was not allowed to play Monopoly with people because I would lose friends, and I took it as a joke. 5 years ago, when I came here to Bulgaria, I went out with a family, and we had this interactive table, and so you could bring up board games, and so the dad and the daughter were like, "Let's play Monopoly," and I was like, my mom told me that I'm not allowed to play Monopoly with friends, but she was probably joking, so let's play. So I played, and I swear I almost lost 2 friends that night because I was ready to, I was making deals that was pissing off the dad, and so he was ganging up with his daughter, and oh man, I'm telling you, they were not happy, and I was like, okay, let's get some root beer or something, guys, come on.
This is how you determine your true friends, okay?
Or you just don't play Monopoly, you know?
I want to say the first time I ever heard Grandpa laugh was when we played Monopoly with him.
Really?
I think so.
Oh.
And he was good.
That is not... he was good?
Because of movies and stuff, I always just pictured farmers as being country bumpkins. And we played Monopoly with him, and he destroyed us. Knowing how the market works.
Hey, Addison, are you going to go, bro?
No. Wait. I have another story. Let me tell it.
He's losing, so bad.
You don't know.
Wait, stop!
No, he's losing.
Why am I picking another pattern card? I've already discarded.
So now you're shifting, right?
I picked a tile and I flipped it.
Okay, so now use another card if you want. Can you make any points?
No, I have to discard 2 cards.
Well, every time you move, you have to discard another card. So you can discard, for example, 3.
Discard more.
Yeah, you can make multiple moves. You can make multiple points. This is probably why I'm going to win this first game. I've got 8 card points that I've earned. Abigail's got 1 and Addison's got 0. Jeez.
1.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Game!
That's me not being clear, apparently. Jeez. It's like, let's play Yahtzee. No, you don't have to roll the dice. Just give me the dice. All right, let's go.
No, it's like, let's play Yahtzee. You roll the dice, and then they sit there. And you sit there, and you're like, why aren't you rolling again? And they're like, I don't know how to play Yahtzee!
Can you score now? Just score. Score. Oh.
There's
All
a
right,
2
just give me the
and
dice.
a
It's my
3.
turn. And a giblet, okay? The giblet. Get the giblet. Oh, it's like you're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
All right, well, I'm discarding a card. to move 2 stones. All right. Then I'm discarding another card to flip this stone. Then I'm scoring and ending the game.
This game is hard.
It's over? Oh, I thought
Well-
it was over.
No, it's
As
Where does it say last
Addison
turn,
had-
Andrew? Where does it say last turn?
I don't know.
I
It said
know
9 card
where.
trigger. It said
Where does it say
9
last
card.
turn?
I don't know. Maybe I'm lying. I thought that I knew. On the turn actions, it says in-game trigger. 3 players, 9 cards. I have 9 cards. I thought it was the end.
I hate this
you
game.
have 9 cards.
Genuinely?
I have
And
6.
with all of my heart.
Oh, wait a minute. I have 6 cards. Only 3 of them are 1-pointers. Never mind.
Oh, wait a minute.
Never mind. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
I don't know how this game works!
Well, fuck, man. Why did you? Oh, I don't think I could explain it
No?
any easier, man. Any easier.
Who put that green stone back in the top middle?
Oh, I did. I needed it. Over.
Wait,
This is why. Are you
There we
holding
go.
on to one card that you're trying to save?
It's not even a good card! I just want to make some points!
Addison's
my
losing
gosh.
his damn mind.
Oh, I think that happened a long time ago. Just, It's okay, buddy. It's okay. You're winning,
Don't
okay?
say that, Andrew.
Don't say that.
Oh, thank God you guys put the gold on that side, and I just got rid of that card. Oh, Hey, is it over yet? Is it? I have a live wire that I could chew into or some coffee. I don't know which to do.
Addison,
I gotta skip my turn.
may not be your game.
I don't think so. I don't even. Yeah.
I didn't understand all that, but I'm guessing that's... So you can discard another one to move another card if you want. Like get points or stuff. You can discard 3 cards just to get the 1 card that you're trying to get. If you want it. Come on, I need him to get 1 point card. That's it. 1 point card. You got it. Hey, buddy, you did it!
Oh, this is
And
the end of the
consequently-
stream. Thanks so much
on
for
the-
watching.
Consequently, you also caught up to Abigail in 1 move. Like, that was epic.
And then the next move, she
Passed you up, yeah.
You want a race, mister?
To this day, my kids' favorite joke. I mean, they love that joke.
Honestly, when I was at Sunset Lake, that was their favorite joke.
That was it, right? I've told this joke 100 times. Do it again. Do it again. Oh, jeez.
Oh man. If I ever get into animation, I'm gonna have someone animate that joke.
Oh, for sure. You got to. Oh, crap. I can't do it. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Jeez.
Abigail, how did you go from 5 to 9?
I
A
had
bunch of
2
point
right-
crap thingies.
Yeah, they were right by each other.
Damn.
Pure luck of the draw.
Sure. That's what I was going to say, right?
Oh, excuse me.
Or.
Oh,
Yes.
that was
Yeah.
not.
How many
That's
cards?
right.
You have 7 cards?
I had 6. Oh, yeah, I have 7 cards. No, wait. I have 8 cards. But that's it, man. I have no other cards besides those 8.
How do you?
Love life.
I knew how to play at the beginning of the game. It took you like,
Yeah, no, I get that. Oh, you know what?
okay.
Never mind. I thought when I said cards, I meant your hand.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, I thought you meant his.
No, I thought you were left your hand. I'm like, how
Yeah,
are
gotcha.
you doing this?
It's so easy, Addison. Didn't you get the giblet? You just have to flip the
Literally.
giblet.
Literally cheating.
Every time you flip the giblet, you get a new one. I thought everyone knew that. Did I not explain that so well? Oh.
Fine, I don't care. Shit that shit.
Mhm.
Discard. Put that
Right.
shit. Don't discard.
Oh, I wonder what he's
Don't
going
discard.
after. You were about to, though, weren't you?
Why can't I? Because like I can score here also.
So click it and then score.
Turns out that doesn't work.
Oh, is it not? Maybe gray cards or gray
Not
spaces
gray.
are saying it has to be in a certain place.
Nah, I was at the discard portion of my move. Like I scored and then I wanted to score again right after, but I couldn't.
You can score right after,
Okay.
but it has to just be in the right place.
It was. Nope, you're right. You're right.
Wait, you can score.
Apparently, I'm dyslexic.
You can score multiple times and have to yell yes.
I'm double dyslexic because I'm looking at them both and they look like they match, and they don't at all.
Hold on.
Crap.
It's saying that I can. Oh, I see. I'm a dumbass.
Abigail, don't forget who you're playing with. Okay.
Fudge nuggets.
You at the very
Fudge
least are
nuggets.
middle
Abigail.
of the road.
She's like throwing multiple points down now. Jeez.
What
I'm
the actual
so
hell?
cha-ching, cha-ching, stupid. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Oh,
Yeah.
I suck. Cha-ching.
I won, guys. Done. This is a dumb
Yeah.
game.
And
I didn't
I'm
realize.
sitting here honking my red nose. What are we doing, fellas?
Jeez. Oh my god.
Useless.
So dumb.
I had chosen this game because I thought that this would be a game that you guys would be better at than me. So it's not bad, you guys. It's not bad.
It is your bad. I agree.
No. Play this next week. I'll remember. Maybe.
It's okay. You get one more turn, Addison.
Oh, you messed up now. Wait a minute.
Pretty sure. Unless, well,
Forget
no,
this
that's
game.
not. Yeah.
This is literally the worst.
This
Cool.
game's
So we're
hard.
gonna play this one again.
Oh my
Jeez.
gosh.
What did you do? Okay, no. I'm not. She's going
Oh, I
fun.
believe what I did. It's called giving up.
You done good, kid.
Addison.
You done good.
This is pure failure. By
It's a
8
hard
points.
game.
All right. Well, so that one's going to be off the table
Addison,
for future games
You
to
and
play
I
with.
were Addison, you and I were in the same boat. I was literally 3 points ahead of you.
Yeah, but you caught on from the beginning, and I just
You
like,
did.
I
You didn't miss
wasted
all of them.
I wasted my first 2 moves.
Well, you did a lot of talking too, okay? So you know that can I think that can interfere.
Totally.
No, yes.
I mean, whatever excuse you have to give.
Oh my gosh. Can we play it again one more time?
Yeah, totally.
Addison,
Yeah.
are you cool with that?
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
This is my last
Okay.
game.
Addison,
I can make up for last game.
you can hear him dying in his voice, right? Like, yeah, sure.
Hey, You know how we just ran through a bunch of people who hit us with paddles? You want to do that again? That sounds fun.
I think it'd be fun. So, Addison, you would have to accept the invite, though.
I think he doesn't want to.
It's not.
I know.
All right. Go to my stream. Go to my. There's no invite.
No invite?
There's no there it is.
Okay. Let's
Abigail,
do
you
this.
Abigail, you have to accept. Oh, never mind.
Oh, okay. Sorry, excuse me.
I hate this game.
And just because at least, Abigail, you understand now. Whoever has the most 1-point cards at the end, it's a bonus 3 points at the end.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, I mean, I had 17 points, but then I had 20 because I had taken like 3 1-pointers.
Got it. Oh my! I think I got this. I mean,
Yeah.
at least understand it way better than I did.
Okay.
Sorry.
Addison, do you kind of get it?
Well, I don't know. Do I?
Well, you know how to shift, buddy. That's good.
Oh my gosh! Stop calling him buddy.
I know. I love it. I do it to third graders. I do it to first graders, and they get pissed off. So it's kind of fun. It's kind of cute, you know.
No teacher favor. I don't understand. Well, if you look over here, buddy.
Listen, motherfucker! I'll tell you who's a buddy.
I'm Putin. You're Ukraine, motherfucker.
On my tombstone, it's gonna say, "He ain't no buddy anymore."
Oh man. Okay,
Jeez.
Look, if you ever want to call me buddy, that's fine. But watch the movie Elf and call me buddy like they call him buddy. It's normal.
No, that's almost like encouraging, right? You know.
Hope you find your dad, buddy. It's like it's a normal.
Nah.
Buddy.
It just takes the edge off, right?
I can't even say it the way you say it without making a stupid face.
Hey, it's okay, buddy. All right, you got it. Ah, shit. All right, well, let's get rid of that card because we're not doing that one.
Oh.
What's really frustrating is you both have nicknames for me that annoy the shit out of me, and I don't have one for either of you. How does that happen? I thought I was the funny one.
I would say just work on it, man. You'll get there. You'll get
work
there,
on it, buddy.
I'm starting to feel uncomfortable.
I'm starting to feel uncomfortable. Oh, jeez. It's too much. Oh, shoot.
We have fun.
We have fun. Oh,
I don't even know what's happening right now.
I had so much better setups in the last game. I mean, I didn't know if I was doing good or if I was just really good, but I was lucky. That's what was happening.
Wait.
So you ahead right now, boy. So whatever you're doing, the squeaks are working.
Oh my word! You gotta stop, Addison.
I didn't mean to make that noise, but I'm glad it tickled you so much.
No, even
Oh.
more so, I'm just like, if he was actually genuine, would I keep laughing? Like, I'm a terrible person right now.
I am with my older brother, shoving him down deeper into depression. Oh no! Are you sad, buddy? Oh no!
Okay, seriously, that's
No,
literally what.
I'm good.
Wait.
This is
Okay.
I understand the game. I'm not completely losing.
Okay.
You're
think.
not completely losing. You're ahead.
That doesn't make sense.
You've got 2 1-point cards, which means you got the bonus 3 points, which means right now you got 2 points plus 3 more. You got 5 points. You're ahead.
Yeah, I
Alright.
got confused too.
But we established that I'm not good at math, so
Yeah, that's true. You guys see that first row in the scoring part? Like
What?
there's 3 cards where your name is.
What?
You guys commit to a bad stereotype when you both answer and you listen. Huh? What?
Oh,
So-
I forgot to tell you.
my older
Yeah,
brother's a
well-
teacher.
You're pretty smart. I think I'm smarter.
Okay, you gotta hear this story. Damn it. Sorry, you guys keep moving shit that I need. So this over at this event last night, Berry Dairy Day here. And so tons of people from church were there. Alakai and some of his friends were there, like just everyone. And the pastor's youngest son, his name is Cade Miel, and he's playing with another kid. The kid is not part of the church, or they didn't meet each other before this time. How about that? And I think Cade Miel is like maybe 5. Maybe he's 5.
Okay.
And this kid he's playing with finds out that he's a homeschooler, and he's like, wow, you run pretty fast for a homeschooler. I am dying. I'm like, I don't know how this kid is taking it, but oh my word.
That is awesome.
What?
That is a brand new stereotype for homeschoolers.
Right? I've never heard
We're
that.
not good with social skills, and we do not run fast. That's just,
You say that, but when I was in high school, track was my thing, and the first time I ran, my track coaches busted out laughing because of how I ran.
Serious?
Seriously.
Yeah, they had to teach me how to run because I ran weird.
Dang.
'Cause
So
we
you
ran
were the one.
Weird. What?
You were the one that created this stereotype.
I am the stereotype.
Oh my word.
Oh, jeez, that's funny. Oh.
Mama said it's because he learned from Andrew.
Yeah, maybe. I was a good runner, man. I was a good runner.
Good runner.
Oh,
Didn't
man.
have to be pretty.
I think it's funny too because I know when Alakai started playing soccer, which he loved and did great, but when we would go all together, I remember us making fun because we're like, yeah, we kind of run like Phoebe from Friends. Come on, you guys, let's go.
A little bit.
Obviously,
man.
we run better than her, but. Hmm.
It's a lot less fun when you guys know how to play.
I feel like that's fair.
Just really enjoyed the game before.
You guys have messed up my entire plan.
Oh. Did I? You guys made fun of me the entire last game!
It was would I? And the answer is hair lip, hair lip.
That's exactly it. Daddy
That's-
would be so proud right now.
Thank
That's so
you.
funny.
I don't even remember the whole joke. I just remember would I? And hair lip, hair lip.
It's
They,
it's
they go to a
about
dance.
it's a story about a guy who has a wooden eye and he's super self-conscious about it. He doesn't go out at all, and his friends finally convinced him to go out and meet this girl, right? Like they dragged him out of his apartment. He goes out
Okay.
and he meets her, and she has a hair lip, and she's like, and he walks up. He takes all the courage in the world to walk up to her, and he finally walks up and he's like, "Do you want to dance?" And she goes, "Would I?" And he goes, "Hair lip, hair lip."
Like, oh my word.
Oh man, I gotta give that one to the kids because I remember his jokes like were hit and miss. Like the ice cream one, I think the first 10 times he told it, I was like, I don't get it. Like
It took me so
why?
long to get that one. The cow one.
Yeah, the cow one. Well, now I've seen everything. I'm like,
Did
what
you
did he
see me,
see?
cow? I don't.
did you see?
Did
Oh
did
yeah,
he-
that's right. Did he see me? Cow?
Did he see the cow?
Did
I
he?
don't know.
I don't know. Did he?
It took me decades to get that one.
Oh my gosh.
But we always asked. We were like, story jokes,
Oh, yeah.
Daddy, story jokes.
Do it again. Do the cow one. Like we just like hearing the story, you know. We
Yeah.
had no clue what we were listening to.
It didn't matter. He had
Oh,
the
jeez.
expressions. He had the excitement.
Right.
He was the
I like
original
how he-
comedian to
Oh
us.
man. No
My
kidding.
other favorite is the lettuce one with cabbage, half a head of lettuce or cabbage. Do you
Okay.
remember that one?
I don't.
I don't.
Well, I don't want to say it because it's never funny. Like he always makes it sound like it just happened. He's like, so I went to the store today, and nope. I'll have Daddy tell you it.
Abigail, you're hilarious.
I drive myself insane. I
There are
hate
4
listening to
levels of
myself.
humor in our family. There's Addison humor, Andrew, Alakai, and then Abigail. Addison, he's just like blip, and everyone just starts dying. Okay. Andrew is, I don't know where I'm at. It depends on how much sleep I've gotten. Then there's Alakai, and then there's Abigail who's like, you know what? There was this funny. Forget it. I'll get someone else to tell it.
That sounds about right.
But you draw so much attention. You're like, I have a joke. Okay, wait, no, I have a joke. Hold on. So she said, you know what? I'll have my dad tell you. Never mind.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Terrible to live in my brain sometimes.
Is that what happens in your brain when you're telling a joke to yourself? Oh my goodness, this is so no, I know. Daddy!
Oh no, because he tells really good stories.
Yeah,
to the point,
he does.
To the
He
point
does.
where earlier today he was sharing a story. He took ownership of that story, and it was mine that I told him from years ago. Which is exactly what Daddy does.
Honestly, like Ron has some of the funniest jokes, but when Daddy tells the jokes that Ron's told him, oh, they're so much better. It's just, he's got such good timing.
Dang,
Rhonda.
That's awesome.
Well, Ron has good jokes. Daddy has good timing and expression, and he knows
Gotcha.
where to drop the beat and all that. Like,
right.
oh,
That's awesome. Oh man.
Oh man, it's
Oh,
fucking game.
now I know where I get my storytelling.
yeah. Well, I know where I got my timing from for sure.
Jeez. My timing gets screwed up by the age of the age of the people I'm telling it to. I was telling my Bulgarian stories to a group of kids, and it was a group of kids in the cafeteria. It was the end of the day, and it was the end of the day, and it was so teachers were gathering on the other side of the cafeteria for a meeting, and and I was telling them the stories, and the kids were all Bulgarian, so I'm using Bulgarian because it's way more funny when you hear it in Bulgarian, like the stuff I'm saying in Bulgarian. When I tell it to the English speaking crowd, it's kind of like, they laugh because the message gets across, but it's kind of like I'm spending half of my time converting the Bulgarian to English and stuff like that, right? So anyway, so I'm telling it to the kids, and I mean, it's hilarious because of the stupid things I got stuck in, and they're dying. But then the crowd behind me is growing, and they're starting to laugh, and all of a sudden I'm becoming self-aware of the group behind me. And so then it's sort of like all of a sudden my funniness just drops like 5 pegs, because it's like and then I'm just like sort of slowing it all down. It's like, what is wrong with me? Just, they're kids too. They're adult kids. Just go with it, right?
Ew.
Jeez. Oh man.
It's one of those things where I remember when I was in high school, I went on I was a chaperone on the middle school's, the 8th grade trip. They have a special trip they go on. And so I was, there was one day where we had like 3 hours of free time, and I was sitting there with some of the kids. I was telling them a scary story, and at the end of it, I looked over, and there was a line of parents that were totally just like
watching,
intrigued in this story that I was telling. And I'm so glad I finished it before I noticed, because there's no way I would have told that story if I knew they were listening.
Exactly. Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
I love it when parents get just as intrigued. Because they're just, we're all people, right? Kids at heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's his name? Roger. I don't remember who it was. Rogers. We were at puppet class, and I was telling a story to Ashley and Sydney, and I was getting super involved. And then he comes up from out of nowhere, and he's like, "Keep going! I'm so excited!" And I mean, as soon as he did that, I was like, "Nope, I'm done." Like, I couldn't finish. Like, and then they couldn't do it.
Awkward.
And then everyone's retarded, and story over.
Okay, literally, I hate that.
Yeah, seriously.
It ended on your last turn? Are you serious?
Well, I'm the last player, and I got 9 cards, so.
I think this is why people see comedians as, well, like, why they look up to them, or they're so enamored by them, because you have comedians like Robin Williams, who literally gets on stage and just, like he's in front of his friends and family, just riffs and has fun and is so relaxed.
Yeah.
And it's so unfathomable that anybody could do that. And
well, and it is, because I was watching Dry Bar again. It's just like these guys that are nobodies.
Love Dry Bar.
Oh, so do I. And it's these guys, like, there's some nobody. I'm going to call them nobodies, but like they're not popular.
They're not famous. They're not super famous. Right.
Yeah, and some of them are like really hard to listen to, but you sort of get into it, and then they start making you laugh later on. And then others are like just hilarious from the get-go, and you're just like, how? And it's that they're just so calm and relaxed, and they're talking with their friends, and it's just like they're able to take a small story and make it into something significant. And it's funny. Right, and it's like, I mean, this is what I do with the kids, at least, telling stories. I don't, always make them laugh, but they'll say something like, "Your life is so epic." I'm like, my life is the same, right? No, and in that moment, I want to take this kid, go into a time machine, and go back to like 8-year-old me, and I'm like, tell that kid what you just said, okay? Tell him.
Dude, this guy's epic.
Because
your life
is never how I described my childhood. Like, that was never it, right? Oh man. But that's what I mean. It's like you just have to. I'm telling them over and over again, like, this is just everyday life stuff. It's just I'm telling you the details of it, so I'm a good storyteller. But it's, you probably had experiences like that yourself. Maybe not on Grandpa's farm, but still, things like that. So
Well, and you're fine with it too. Like you'll tell them whatever it is. Like you tell them the stories about us. I'm assuming, and
oh yeah,
and you don't end it with and I was kind of an asshole because I did that. You're like, this was something that happened, and here's the story.
Exactly. Yeah.
And there's like, it's, I don't know, it's so rare that you have, I don't know if it's rare, but
I don't think it's rare. I think the thing is, people greatly undervalue their life or their stories. And I think that's it. Because for me, when I first told the story of when I was 10 and decided to drive Grandpa's tractor, like that story ended with me getting in trouble. So from age 11 wasn't, like a story like, oh, dang, I hope I hold on to that story
this
for
was
years to
awesome.
come.
No, you got
right?
in trouble.
Yeah. I got in trouble. I was pissed at Brandon because he tattled on me, even though I tried to blame him for doing it. But whatever. Like, I was pissed at him for so long. So, and then when I first told the story, it wasn't with the same bravado that I tell it today. But, it was just like, oh, yeah, one time I got on a tractor and drove it myself with my cousin Brandon and, tried to pin it on him. And, all the kids started dying. And so then it was like, okay, now I'm going to get, look into the details of this story more, right? But I think if people are given that chance to see that their stories are interesting and valued somewhere, then anyone can, be a comedian, be a storyteller, right? It shouldn't be that rare. I think people just undervalue themselves. That's all.
Honestly, and people undervalue the value of just stories. Like, people think you have to make it funny or you have to make it something that's interesting to you, when genuinely, like, there's a lot of things that I've done, and the way I look at most of them is I made it through, so anybody could, so it's not interesting. But I'm pretty sure there's a few stories I could tell about Cambodia that would at least interest some people.
Right. Yeah.
And so parsing that out, figuring it out, it's the hard part, but
yeah.
it's not hard to see how these kids see you as epic. So
it's funny to hear, for sure. I mean, when they say things like that, it kills me, because it's like, okay, well, there's about 20 of you in the world that think that. So if you could get that out to the rest of the world, I'd be good with that. Oh, jeez. No, I was reading somewhere, because I'm trying to read as much as I can about being a good boss, because I've had I haven't. I've had a great couple of bosses, but I've had you guys talk about how you've had asshole bosses, and it's
you
like,
want to
okay,
be a strong leader.
I want to be a strong leader, but I don't want to be a strong, boring leader, and I know that's exactly what I do. Like, I've listened to my voice change from talking in front of kids to talking in front of adults. I've just, and I know what happens, and it drives me crazy, because I want to be this, all right, guys, here's what we're going to do, and, get them really excited. But instead it's like, oh, hey, hello, all right, we're going to get started. Please, if you could open your notebooks to, like, what is wrong? And one of the things that this article was saying is that a great boss always ties stories into whatever they're talking about. And so it's like, and I mean, if you think about it, like some of the great pastors we've listened to,
honestly,
Carl Hafner, right? I mean, it's just, they have great stories tied into,
every church service I can think of, even if they're not interesting, they always have a point, a story, a point.
Right. Yeah. And so it's like, okay, so I got to do that. I mean, I feel self-conscious telling these stories in front of adults, but I got to learn how to do that, because I feel like that's going to give them, because the goal is to give them life lessons, right? You don't want to just, this is what you're supposed to do and this is how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to change the lives. And if it starts with the teachers, it starts with the teachers. Then it's like
something to that.
Yeah. So anyway, so now I got to start practicing that. That's going to be...
Have you thought about...
barrel laughs.
I'm not saying you should do stand-up comedy, because that's kind of a threat to me and who I am. But Maybe. What? Okay.
Why?
So,
I'm sorry. Hold on, just real quick. Sorry.
Why? What do you
Malachi
mean
and
why?
Andrew
Because I'm
have-
the stand-up comedian. All right.
Yeah,
Well, I
I
don't know
don't
why
think
you
I'd
would
ever
be.
be a threat to you.
Yeah,
Like,
thank you.
No.
Thank you.
The old,
It's
I think
it's
you'd
like
be a
Andrew thinking I'm a threat to him.
no, but I think you'd be a threat because you would go up and treat it like a job, and I go up and I'm like, I'm the funny guy. What's up, guys? Ooh, gotcha, or something, and you're just gonna go up and tell the jokes like you're supposed to.
you're supposed to.
And I don't mean actually do stand-up comedy, but like the way I practice when I was doing it is you have a story, you work it out in your head, and then you practice it out loud over and over again so that it's so practiced, and then when something comes up and you have to break from it, you can break from it and then go back to it, right?
Yeah. See, the only thing is, like with stand up, the goal is kind of to, tell your story, get it to a place of, hilariousness, which I do have plenty of those stories too.
Mm-hmm.
And then, move on. And maybe I should just do that more with like my friends, large group of friends, not the small group.
Yeah.
But with the storytelling, I really like. I've got certain like pieces of information that I want to pass on to teachers, for example, and I need to have my stories sort of lined up so that I can tie a story correctly in. Like, you don't want to tell how I stole my grandpa's tractor story and then say, and now behavior management. Like,
Right.
just nothing ties to that, right? So,
Right.
Uh-huh.
you just have to. That's kind of what I feel like I need to do. But I mean, that's a hard place because where do you practice that? I mean, I know that there are teacher trainings like that, but those are usually in London or
Right.
New York City or big cities like that, and they usually are expensive places to go. So,
It
um,
kind of sounds like you've had a few stories that you improv'd off and it worked. I would,
yeah, a couple of them for sure. I mean, at least in my mind, right?
yeah, I'd start with those
So,
100%. Like, write those down, kind of solidify them in your
sure.
mind and how that worked out. Maybe try it again
Yeah.
with if you have a new class or something like that. And then
Mm.
if you start seeing, kind of, you can take other stories and work them the same way.
You're talking about with kids.
Yeah, or adults.
Okay,
Either way.
because with the kids, I got no problem. Like, I've got tons of stories and lessons to be built around those ones.
Shit,
Those are
take that to
kids.
adults then. See if it works. Like, if kids like it, maybe you would be so
I
surprised
got it. Wait,
at
I
the
got it.
memes
Okay,
that I
here we
laugh
go.
at that are meant for kids.
Okay.
It's just
So
loud equals funny.
Here's a lesson. Teachers, I want you to be excited to teach, like really excited. Take me, for example. When I was 8 years old, I was so excited to teach my little brother how to use an iron. So I tried to. That's good, right? Right?
Yeah, I
I
like
mean,
it.
that's a good tie-in,
Definitely
right?
start with that one.
And then it ends with,
That's not bad.
of course, I hid the iron so I wouldn't get in trouble with my mom, and he got in huge trouble. But anyway, the lesson still stands. Be excited to
Here's
teach.
what
No,
you
and
do.
that's great because then I can come in and tell them the true story.
No, this
No,
is
I
what
know.
you do. You come in with a scar that you've painted on your face of the triangle iron, and you go, is this the? Hey, brother, how you doing? You know?
Hey, yeah, we getting the skin grafts this weekend.
This weekend. Did I say 8? Anyway, let's move on.
He's still learning, Pat.
I definitely do that as a joke, though.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Lighten the mood.
Oh my goodness. Lighten the mood a bit. If no one laughs, then I'll be like, sorry guys, you're fired. You need to have a sense of humor and change the world's schools.
Offended
Oh, man.
equals fired.
Fired.
I think you put so much. You're putting a pressure on yourself, and I'm preaching to the choir here, okay? You're putting a pressure on yourself because you haven't walked necessarily this path before in a way that you're the leader of. And I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit because I get like maybe the first, I
It's
think
actually
you're
the
expecting,
opposite, Abigail.
yeah.
I
you're
don't give
expecting-
myself credit because of when I was a leader at Sunset Lake. Like, I look back on that and definitely wasn't a good leader.
If only
Like,
there was a story in the Bible that kind of like described what's happening right now. Oh God, please
I love
send
it
my
when he
younger
does
brother to speak for me. Who did that? But
Moses
Hey,
had
he's
his
close
older brother
enough.
Aaron
He's
speak
close
for him.
enough.
Yeah, Andrew.
I don't have an older
Close
brother.
enough.
I don't have an older brother.
It makes
so
it
I
worse.
don't understand.
It makes it so
what you're
much
trying-
worse. Oh, go. At least God's like, at least he was asking his older brother, and you're like, please send my younger brother.
I am not asking him to send my younger brother, but there's another story in the Bible. It's called Cain and Abel, asshole. Sorry, that was mean. Too far.
Bring it, dude. I got fruit all over the place.
About some fruit in my looms, you bitch. Sorry. Your life's
Wow.
still. My bad.
You
You
guys.
Yeah, and that's Seth in the background. You guys, come on.
Oh my
Come on.
Let's just all be friends.
I just thought of
Friends.
something. A roast battle, but you can only use Bible stories to roast. Oh
my
yeah?
word.
Have you
That
ever
would
heard
be
of a
so
little
fun.
person named Jacob?
Did I see a Noah walk by? Because you're sunk. What?
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Ultra nerds, right there.
Bible nerds.
Ultra Bible nerds.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, this is the kind of nerds you want to be, though. Come on. You're gonna have children.
Look,
Oh,
I love
yeah.
roast battles, but a Bible roast battle, that
Would be hilarious.
Oh, I think if we
So
took some
fun.
time, we could come up with some good roasts.
Jeez.
Oh
Oh
man.
my gosh. That's awesome.
Well, I personally think that as the leader of Change the World Schools, you should lead in as many ways as possible.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think he has a choice in that one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, but I
But
mean, like, if you're gonna
it's-
hire someone to be the face of Change the World, I think that's a mistake.
You think of
And
what?
It's a mistake. You should
yeah,
be
and
the
this
face, or Jesus should be the face, but you should, as the creator.
Yeah, no, and this is every advisor that I've talked to. It said that. That's why I switched it out. So, and it's actually nice because the starting employees are going to, like, right now, over half of them are kids that are close to maybe a little older, but close to the age of. Well, actually, no, because I've got kids now who have graduated college and everything. So they're all kids. I mean, they're not kids, they're adults, but they're kids
Right.
in my mind. And so for me, I feel comfortable with that, even though they're now turning into adults. So then maybe this next year, which is definitely going to be a season of change because I'll be at least running a tutoring thing, will be that I am talking to these employees like I would be talking to my students, hopefully not in a demeaning way, but
Well, do you talk to your students in a demeaning way?
I mean, sometimes it comes across that way. Like if I talk to you the way that I talk to one of my students, it would be demeaning, right? I don't talk to my students in a demeaning way for their age. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. But I think that's where you just have that. You create an atmosphere of open communication, right? Like if there's an issue, that's why you're able to talk about it. Or
Yeah, but also he's the teacher, they're the students.
Right.
I'm talking about when he is working with adults. Sorry.
Again, he's the teacher. They're the student. No, I don't know. How would you do
No,
that? Andy?
I actually think you're both right. That, you know, in some ways you're going to be, and I mean, a lot of my teachers that I'm wanting to bring in are going to be younger. And I'm going to re-emphasize this. Like, Addison, if you are coming here next year to be a teacher, I would hire you as a teacher, not just the photo guy or whatever it is that you feel like you bring to the table. But what I want to bring is this mixture of, there'll be some people who are going to be older and experienced, but I mostly want to have a very young group of teachers, because they're going to be the ones who don't come with this bias of, this is how we teach. So, or this is why I want to bring someone in like you, because you have no idea what it is to teach. So if I say you're going to do things this way, and this way, you're not going to go, well, you know, at the school I taught, we did never do it that way. You don't know. So you'll be sort of like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Or I don't feel comfortable with that.
Right.
Could you switch it to be like this? And you're going to be coming with a genuinely new approach to teaching, which is exactly what I want.
But that bro, that sounds like so much common sense. It's actually messing with people's minds right now. Like,
what
you're saying
it
is,
will.
We're gonna try something new. You go teach, and they go teach, and they kind of they follow your guidelines or general guidelines, but then maybe they meet a student who needs some extra, like, this type of attention, and you're not going to come down and be like, that's not how we teach. It's an open conversation. It's open to interpretation, to fluidity, to each individual person. Sorry.
You would hope that was what education was like. And I mean,
like
that's
I said,
why
it makes way too much sense.
Right. So I mean, this is part of the, like, I'm going to go back to something I said to one of you, which is, one of you were saying how is the ambitious one or something. I don't know how the conversation was, but you brought up ambition, and my ambition is to sit at the seaside and drink pina coladas and just, you know, that's it. That's my ambition. Okay. I don't want to run a multi-billion-dollar company. I don't want any of that.
All right.
And honestly,
I'm going to say this right now. You're making all the wrong moves, dude.
Yeah, I know.
I know. You should have stayed in America, dude.
Okay. Oh, in America.
Become a transgender teacher. You would have been mint.
Holy shit. Yeah, I couldn't handle the trans bathrooms before actually trans became much more of a thing. So, nope, we're good. So, anyway, I was researching, like, the local competition here, and I thought, if I find a school that matches my vision, I'm not even going to do my vision. I'm just going to try and sign up for the school, or, you know, something like that. Like, there's no reason for me to go forward if there's another school out there that can follow this vision.
Right.
And the closest school I got to was Maple Bear Creek, this Canadian school franchise.
I think I remember you talking about them.
Yeah, and they were pretty awesome. The problem is that they're not looking for education for all. They're still very much into this, you know, basically. I mean, I know they don't mean to say it, but it's the white middle class people that they're approaching, and it's like, no. I mean, you're close. Focus. You're close, but you're really
missed it by 2/3 of the fucking world. Oh my god!
Right? I mean, shoot, nuts.
No, yeah, it's like you really want to help, but then you said white, and no, we want everybody.
No, they do. They say they want everybody, and they've got a school open in China, right? And
how hard is that?
When you look at the pictures of their Chinese school, want to take a guess at how many of them are Chinese?
That's ridiculous. How does that make sense?
So when they open,
I'm sorry.
So this Bear Creek school, they're
all white.
Very nice, right?
Just to be
they're
clear.
all white.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're wanting to accept everyone, right? But their education, their curriculum, you can tell, is designed towards the white people or whatever, right? So then they've got these schools in China. And I think in the Middle East, there was a couple places where you're just like, oh, interesting. Like, they're really spreading. They're really, diversifying. But then when you look at the schools, they're Chinese schools, the number of kids that are actually Chinese is near zero. It's all these expat white people that are going to their schools. And it's like, there's a problem with your curriculum. I don't mean to point fingers, but there's a problem when you attract only the white kids. So, so sorry. They were close, but they missed the vision by a mile. So
no cigar.
Now, okay, are they now? Just to be clear, are they actually not accepting non-whites?
No. I'm certain. I'm 90% certain that they're accepting. The thing is that there's this European education, and then there's this Asian education. I didn't check the Middle East or anything else, but in these education paradigms, they are not at all taking into consideration things that are valued to, for example, the Far East, China.
So they're trying to teach Chinese Spanish.
Yeah,
or some shit.
or more importantly, in this macro culture thing, our value is time is money, and that's what the European vision is. Let's spend our time to make money. And Chinese or the Far East, their focus is family and honor and that kind of thing, and that's more important. If your grandpa's dying, then you go and take care of him. It doesn't matter if your multi-million-dollar corporation is needing you or not. You go take care of your grandpa. That's more important. And so when you don't,
you bridge the gap.
Right, exactly. So when you don't bridge the gap, then it's pretty obvious, because you see a couple Chinese kids in the pictures, but it's like going to be a largely like white group, and it's like, okay, well, you're missing it. Then you aren't it's not following that vision.
Honestly, yeah.
So anyway,
how do you bridge the gap though? Like, and I'm not. Maybe we shouldn't talk about this now. It might be too big, but like.
No, it actually is really simple, incredibly simple. And that is being a global learning to be a global community member and a local community member. So then when I'm creating this education program, for example, here in Bulgaria, I'm teaching an academic education that's going to help kids understand where their place is in the global community. So they're going to learn about, for example, these cultures that we're talking about, but then they're also going to learn and understand their own community and their places in it and the value of it. Like, Bulgaria's culture might seem weird to a bunch of people, but that doesn't mean that you should lose that culture. And let's teach how to, be a part of that culture. And if you're an expat, that's great. But guess what? You chose to move to Bulgaria. So you need to be part of this culture. And it's the same for Chinese and everything like that. So then that way we're able to embrace that culture that they're a part of, as well as present this outward world that could offer something more,
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry. I love that.
No, I really like talking to you guys because you're my encouragers. So thank you.
I just I don't think I'm the most balanced person in the world, but when you said understand who you are globally and then also locally, holy shit. Like, I don't have to live like there are starving people in other parts of the world. I can recognize that.
No.
But I have to understand where I am in my place.
Exactly. I mean, this was I spent how many years in America waiting to go abroad and help people. And now I'm here looking back at home and thinking, how much more change could I have enacted, thinking that my own home country was a place that needed help, Right. And it's just like, and how many, all these Europeans that I run into, even though everyone's aware of the shit that's going on in America, they still talk about America as this promised land. And it's like, okay, then it's going to be the same thing. You're going to finally make it over there. You're going to go, wow, this is horrible. I guess I'm going to come back home. And it's just like, this is something that people should learn. Like, yeah, be aware of even more than this, because don't just be aware that there's hunger. Understand why there's hunger. So that you're not just saying, well, I'm going to send $1,000 to, Pablo in El Salvador because he needs help. Like, understand why that exists, but you don't have to live in guilt of it. And how about taking care of that kid down the street that's getting, no food because mom's a drunk or something like that. Like there's be aware of your own community. Stop,
Not even
just
that.
being aware of the.
Not even that. You want to know how the smallest thing can change your entire community? I worked at Western Forest Product for year and a half, almost 2 years. October it'll be 2 years.
Yeah.
When I first got there, I was coming out of this like 4-week, a month and 4-week vacation, working for Daddy like 4 hours a day. So, and I get in there and I'm taking a day off every 2 weeks. I'm not like asking for a day off. I'm calling in sick every 2 weeks, and everybody there is basically doing that. There's like 2 guys at the job site that are actually there every day, not calling in sick. And so March of this last year comes around, and I tell myself I need to stop this. I need to grow up and just come to work and not do the calling in sick thing. So since March, I've been doing that. And let me tell you, the guys that have been calling in sick stopped calling in sick. We've all been coming to work every single day.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I called in sick 3 days this last week. I was sick. And when I got back, they were like, so glad you're back. And just like continuing on. We're trucking, baby. The smallest thing, you improving yourself will make a difference in your community.
Yeah. It's that, and then it's also giving a damn. This thing I was just starting to think of.
Giving a damn?
Giving a damn.
Giving a damn. Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that's what I heard.
We need to cut this zero fucks given mentality. Give a shit.
Yeah. Well, and this was what I was thinking about this last weekend. Yesterday, I went to tutor this adult that I tutor, and at the end of the tutoring, I always just ask him how life is and stuff like that, and we talk about politics and things like that. And the thing that we talk about, he likes to diss on his government, Bulgaria, and I diss on my government. And
what do you have to say about your government?
Yeah.
We're so good.
We're so good. Yeah, exactly.
Well,
right?
fun conversation.
Oh yeah, no, it's super fun. But the thing that I always tell him that beats Bulgaria is that there's this growing apathy in America, and I feel like even now in AEA is a great school, but there's just this huge amount of apathy with teachers of these high school kids who are like, I don't really care about school, I'm just doing it to make them happy. And it's like apathy, and I see this, and then I'm listening to this guy talk, and I'm telling him, like every day right now, we have this new government that had just been enacted, and for the last 3 months, they have been cleaning house, like dumping all these corrupt things, right? And so now the Bulgarian mafia is actually trying to get them kicked out. And so we're having this re-election next week because the Bulgarian mafia is trying to knock them out of power, right?
Like a real coup.
Yeah,
January 6th coup.
Yeah, and I mean, it's in the serious sense that if they win, Bulgaria could possibly get kicked out of NATO and become a Russian ally. So this is like how serious it can get, right?
Wait, does that?
Yeah.
Like, can we still come visit?
Oh yeah, you can come and visit. You just will be on Russia's side when you're here. It's fine. Anyway.
I'm fine with that. I just don't want to be cut off. Like either we have to move there and get cut off from everyone here, or you have to move back.
No. Yeah. It's. I don't think it's that.
Okay.
Anyway, so every single day.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. My bad. If they make it. Okay. Sorry. Can I finish the story? Then you can start sweating.
Okay, keep going.
If they do this, if they succeed, every single day there have been protests down in the center square, the city square, every single day, hundreds and hundreds, sometimes even thousands of people gathering there. The current leaders, the current ones, the good guys, are meeting in the squares with people. I mean, this guy, the guy that I'm talking to, the dad, he is so impressed because they're not with any bodyguards or anything like that. They're just hanging out with people, talking with them, shaking hands, things like that. The leaders of the government just hanging out, meeting with people, trying to.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, and I'm saying to them, I'm like, okay, we Americans maybe invented the whole protest thing, but how apathetic have we gotten, and how apathetic have our leaders gotten that when we protest, it's really just sort of like, yeah, stop, and no leaders come out to meet us. There's no one out there going,
No.
hey, let's shake hands, let's talk, let's really get into the meat of it.
Yeah, just yesterday I saw a video of some guy approach Ted Cruz asking him very simple questions. Why are you voting for globalist things? And
Right.
he had a dozen people pull him away. That's
Jump
it.
on
No
him.
more.
Yeah.
No more,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
And then the police came and escorted him out. He had the police.
Holy crap.
That's
Oh
our
my
that's
God.
our leaders.
Yeah. And I mean, this is what I'm telling him. I'm like, there is no apathy here. There are people that give a damn, and there
Willing
are
to
people
die.
that are, yes, right. And it's just like, it's so incredible, and it's like that has to be made. I mean, not that apathy. That has to be made illegal in my schools. Though that cannot exist. If you ever say the words "I don't care," then we've got a problem, and we need to fix it, or you need to find a new school, because that cannot exist.
We need to find something that you care about.
Yeah. And I mean, it will be our goal too. Like, it can't just be, if you're going to come to our school, you need to care, because I don't care if you don't care. Like, I have to care too.
Right.
And so it's really hard. But if you're pouring into someone and they're still like, I just don't care, then at some point you got to be like, I'm sorry, this is not the place for you, because, our culture has to be, I mean, to change the world, you have to care. You just have to care,
Yeah.
So anyway.
I have a request.
Okay.
So I have not gotten the certification yet, but I looked into it.
Okay.
This is in regards to like all of your teachers and staff.
Okay.
When like the beginning of the school year or whatever.
Yeah.
Like regarding like training. There is the Clifton Strength. It's a quiz, but they do it corporately or individually.
Is this the one that Alakai took?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, sorry. Then continue.
Okay, so I took it in class way back before I graduated with my BA.
Okay.
And right after I took it, I entered a job where their whole corporately, their whole organization, everyone went through this training. So it was amazing to be a part of this group of people that understood what your strengths were. And it doesn't go over your weaknesses, because that's not what they focus on. They just focus on your strengths. So no matter what position you have, no matter what job you have, you can apply this extra self-awareness, and also on a more corporate level where you understand one another and your like communication styles. Like, there's all these things that can help when people are more self-aware of their own ability. Then they are more understanding to the other people they work with, and then it builds more what is it when you work better together? I can't think of the word.
Copacetic.
Collaboration. Better collaboration.
Something like that. Okay, I'll come up with the word.
A better community. What
I know is that when I'm working with someone that I know wants to get the job done as much as I do, I work much harder to get it done.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and the other thing too, so I mean, I like that idea for sure. The other thing too is that JR, my friend over there, he's created this thing called Fear Proof, and he did it for his church. It's learning how to live without fear, and it was Bible based and all that stuff. It was very powerful. I mean, from what he told me, it was very life changing to everyone who went through the program. But now he's trying to make it a corporate thing. So then he removes the actual Bible verses, but keeps the whole morality of it, and then makes it sort of corporatized so that corporations would do that too. But it's the whole idea of not living in fear, because when you live in fear, then eventually you get angry. When you get angry, you get apathetic, with life, and there's that cycle, right?
Right.
And so between something like that, Cliff, I wish if you would email that to me or send me in Messenger just the name of that would be great. But then this fear-proof thing too, like I want to. There's so many schools that just they focus on kids and their education, their curriculum, and that's great. But when you don't work on the teachers, then it's going to hurt the kids no matter what, because it's that whole champagne glass thing. If you're not feeding life into the people in the upper, up whatever thing, then it's going to trickle down and affect the younger too.
It's really an analogy of family, because when mom and dad aren't where they need to be, then with one another or with themselves, right? Like if you're not filling yourself up and then not able to serve you and your spouse are not able to serve one another to the extent
in the same way,
healthy, right? Then it trickles on down to your children as well. And that same goes with first school. You guys are partnering together because you want the best for these kids, but if you're not taking care of yourselves, you're not filling up your kids like you could be. Right. So I would love to be a part of helping in that. That stuff, that literally, that excites me. Like training and like being a part of the corporate picture to help leaders and teachers like be able to be filled up so that they can go out and be the best they can be for kids. Like I love that stuff so much.
Cool. You're hired.
Honestly, I just want to make sure your front lawn looks good.
You're hired.
Yes.
You're hired.
Pablo,
specialty.
Get out of here.
Oh, no.
Shoot. Don't worry, man.
I'm going to call you Alejandro out of... Alejandro!
Jasmine Faber.
Jasmine. It's Dr. Alejandro. Doctor. I'm Dr. Faber now, okay? Sorry. Just
Hey, will you come to this? No, thank you. No.
No. I come back later.
Guys,
okay.
If we joke about this in front of the wrong people, we are going to be shut
Seriously.
down.
No.
The people who talk about changing the world in a positive way, we are really racist people, okay?
No, listen. I've heard my own father make these same jokes to Mexicans who then laugh their asses off at him, okay?
Okay.
They
cool.
love this
That's
shit.
Good. Oh goodness.
That's where if people get offended, the leaders will be out in the open so you can come and talk to them.
Yes.
And we'll have a conversation.
There you go.
Okay?
If you have a problem, they'll explain the station of everything.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, that's true, because you got people who make these American jokes, and I just die, and I'm thinking, okay, all right, the people who are taking this stuff too seriously maybe could use a chill pill.
Oh yeah, or a few, or they need to get off the chill pills they're on. It's one of those.
Or just like learn to avoid certain subjects. Like, I will never be able to joke about abortion, and that's it.
Right. So then if somebody starts talking about it, I'm
gonna walk away. No more jokes.
Yep.
Later.
Good talking with you.
You say healthy boundaries, and then you walk away. They'll figure it out.
Yes.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
Oh, man. I love that. Okay, I gotta go and get ready, but I love you both, and same time next week.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yes, we'll do Anno though. I'll have that set up on Andrew's laptop.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'll ask you a question about it next week. So.
Okay.
Also, okay, Abigail, you can go, because I was going to give Addison an idea, but I don't. I think it'll be a different thing. So
Okay.
Sounds
good.
You can
love
stick around too, but yeah. Okay.
Totally good. I love you guys. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
So I had this idea. Do you own the Guild 3?
No, but I freaking loved the Guild 2.
Okay, and you do own the Guild 2?
I think you gave it to me. let me check Steam.
Not Guild Wars, right? Because there was
No.
Guild Wars 2.
It was the Guild, which was kind of
Okay.
this janky like sim,
Yeah.
medieval sim.
Yeah. Yeah, a
game.
medieval sim.
And then
Pretty
Guild 2
pretty
kind of,
janky, yeah.
yeah, Guild 2 just kind of polished the edges.
Well, Guild 3, because there was never really the Guild. I mean, I think there was, but I was.
Okay, maybe
I
the
wasn't in
Guild
it, but-
was the one you gave me on like a hard disk or something.
Okay. Well, the Guild 3 officially came out.
Oh,
I
it's on
guess
my wish
3 days
list.
ago. Guild 3 is?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
it's the
okay.
Guild, right? The Guild 3.
The Guild. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have a tech tree.
So they have a tech tree. They have all sorts of different things. But the thing that's really cool, I mean, I was listening to one guy playing it, and he was like, "Oh, I gotta bring my friends onto this because you start off with one guy, but then you get married, and then you have
Yeah.
kids, and then those kids, right? Yeah, okay. And so then the city gets filled with your people, and your people can have conflicts." Or they marry each other, stuff like that. Like there's different interactions that you have within your families, but in the end, you're trying to become the more influential family in the city. Then they can do it so many different ways. And so as he was explaining it, I was like, okay, that might be something fun to, to turn into,
I love this.
whatever. Right?
No, because
I'm just saying, like,
I've been wanting to do like I had this idea where like I would have you guys go on to Google and find a stock photo of somebody and then create like a 5-second character that I can put into an algorithm that'll create a story for us and you just have fun with it. You can guide the story kind of.
Right. Right.
This is so much better because you actually have like a whole world to work with, and you can either pretend to be the character or just be the narrator of the character.
Oh yeah. Well,
my first thought was like three gangs battling against each other: Abigail's, Addison's, Andrew's. Oh, I love it.
Okay, the first thing I was thinking of was, it'll be Andrew Faber, but then I thought, okay, if you do all Faber, that's not going to work. So you have to come up with your own last name. So like James Smith, and James Smith is an asshole, but then he adopts an orphan who's really sweet. So then later in the game, when she grows up and becomes an adult, then she changes the storyline because, and we just sort of go with whatever characters that we end up, marrying or whatever. So yeah. Oh man.
Oh, it's so
I
good.
think that would be so much fun. Yeah. Oh,
honestly,
okay.
and I love Abigail because she is not the most creative, but oh damn, she's gonna be fun.
She is, because well, and because the characters too in the game come with certain, like if she can marry someone who comes with a certain, whatever, like is a rogue who's stealing things, and she doesn't realize it until after she's married him or whatever,
So she won't have like accents or backstory, but she's still gonna be in the world with us. Finally,
whether she likes it or not,
it's no more. And then he jumped rope, and we're like, no, he didn't.
Nope, you can see right there. He hung himself with the rope. Come on, Abigail.
Oh, I'm literally buying this today, and I
Okay.
might buy it for Abigail too, just so that she can play with us.
I mean, seriously, I've started playing it again just before we started doing this, just to try and figure it out. But this guy that I was watching, the tutorial, I guess, is pretty detailed, so it helps. And like you can become like there's different government positions you can take over time. If you get the right title, you can actually become the king of an area, and like there's so many ways you can influence your power, either by money or by like any of this stuff, right?
Religion.
So religion, you can like if I'm, and that would be perfect if it was just the three of us, because there's 3 different religions. There's Catholics, Protestants, and secular. Like we could all 3 play the 3 different types of Christians. That would be amazing.
Makes me so happy.
You can start off as farmers, or you can start off as preachers, or rogues who are like slitting throats on the roads or something like that. Like so many different things. Oh man, yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
Does it have to be installed on your laptop, or can she install it on her computer? It looks like it's pretty heavy.
It was heavy when I was playing it, but I also play it all on the the top whatever. Let's just check.
8 gigs of RAM minimum?
Is that what it's saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
That's weird. Intel 3, but 8 gigs of RAM. Is that weird?
So I would say it's not, because you've got a lot of individual characters all moving independently. Like they're not,
and with unique personalities.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, all that different stuff going on. So yeah, that makes sense that the RAM would be that high.
This feels like a better Kingdom Reborn.
Oh, but it's a mix, because Kingdom Reborn is all about, developing a city. This one is about developing your family and influencing the city.
So not better, like a sequel to, or like an in-depth profile on Kingdoms Reborn, something like that.
Like a zoomed in, zoomed in version of it, right? Yeah.
Like you could almost make a TV show that cuts between Kingdoms Reborn and Guild 3.
Right, exactly. Well, and the thing that's so funny too is that, okay, so let's say that I'm a narrow-minded person who likes Kingdoms Reborn, because I kind of am when I play this game. So for me, then what my focus tends to be is on supply chains. I just want to own every business of every kind, so I don't need to ever buy from you, and I'm just a big market man, and I make tons of money
as fast as you can.
Right.
Get. Yeah.
Exactly. And so then some people might look at that and go, wow, he's going to win this game easily. But then Abigail, who's a cutthroat on the side of the road, she keeps stealing my stuff as I'm going across, and I don't have any guards because she's got all the guards. She's enlisted them all. And then meanwhile, you have decided to take the political road, and you're a preacher, but you're charismatic, and you're all the way up to mayor. And so then you create rules where it's like it's legal to break into stores, or something like that. Like there's all these
with San
laws
Francisco on you,
right? Like they have such weird laws. Like you can legally poison someone, but you're not allowed to kill them, or something like that. Like, oh man. So then, I mean, no matter what, then this person who you might think is winning, all he's doing is really setting himself up to be a bigger target for people who are hiding in the shadows or using other tactics. So, I mean, that's what I love about this game, is that you really would never know who wins until, they reach the influence level or whatever. So,
can you send me the guy that you watched for the tutorial?
Yes, I will do that.
Awesome.
I still have them saved.
I don't think I've been so excited to play a game with you and Abigail since Kingdoms Reborn.
Oh man. Okay, yeah, and I honestly, like, I saw this and I was like, okay, I introduced Anno, and then I feel like we haven't really given it a chance before giving you this. So it's like,
honestly,
I didn't want to be like,
My solution for Anno was for Abigail and I to get on and just watch you play Anno and then just talk like we normally do, because I'm literally so bad at that game. I don't even know how I can be so bad at it. It's just building a city.
Right. Man. Okay, well, this guy, it's a 4-hour video, so, and he has no idea what he's doing. So he's a really great guy to watch, because he kind of walks you through it then in that kind of sense. There we go. Okay, so that is for you in Facebook Messenger. And yeah, let me know. I'm gonna, after we're done talking, I'm gonna get on and play a little bit, but I'll probably play a little bit tomorrow, just because.
Awesome.
Yeah, just because I've really enjoyed getting back into it, and they've cleaned it up a bit. There's still a couple things that are a little janky, like it's really, really easy to find and marry someone, which it's supposed to be a little hard, or
Yeah.
you're supposed to,
You have
But
to,
anyway,
do some romance stuff.
yeah. I mean, maybe the first one you marry is supposed to be easy, and then your kids have a harder time. So maybe that's it. But I never got that far in it yet. So
Gotcha.
anyway, yeah.
Yeah. If I can offer something to you, do you have Hulu?
I don't have Hulu, no.
I can send you my details. I've been watching Letterkenny. Everyone's suggested it to me. Zach,
Okay.
Chad, and I started it, and it's not the greatest, but it's got some funny moments. And I'm
Okay.
watching it, so if you want to tag along and just we can talk about it next week or something. I'm on the second season.
Okay. Letterkenny.
Letterkenny. I'll send you my Hulu details so you can just use my account.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
If you want, you don't have to, but I don't know. I don't know. It's all right.
It looks interesting.
It's
Oh my goodness.
kind of a Canadian hick comedy.
Okay, gotcha. The Colts Canadian series.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh my goodness.
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Send it over. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh man.
All right, man.
Okay. It's been good, man.
Yeah. Have a good week, and let me know if you and Stoyanka again are gonna do Icarus.
Oh shoot. Yeah, I need to.
I'm ready for it.
Yep, I gotcha. Okay. All right, cool.
All right, man.
Have a great day.
Yeah, you have a good night.
All right, thanks.
Yep, love you.
Me too.
Bye.
Bye.
And to everybody watching, if you made it this far, thank you so much. There's details downstairs, and there's also my Instagram right there. I will see you later today on Twitch. I don't think it's in the description. Twitch.tv/BlueBunny533. Thank you so much for watching. Deuces, Ninja. I gotta pee so bad, you wouldn't even realize. And I feel so